electric to work on them fucking candy bars he was goddamn spitting. And the rest of you motherfuckers.
You, Honey Clark.
Name Honey.
Go blah.
We in the field, bro, they never needed your clout. Not when you got honey all in your mouth. Boss flag in for the bars of shame. You gotta deal with these wannabe lames. Little tops think that they on top. That's some bullshit that we gon' stop. How you atheist when they ain't high as you got? Chat GPT got your eye being fraud. The entire bar below the wheel, check your shit. With your false quotes and fake ass wins. Your entire group this week is fuck. We show up and tails get touched. You making songs when you got time. You should be reading, not trying to rhyme. You save your chat GPT. Are you about to start praising deep sea? You talk a lot of shit you can't back up. You got no sources, it's all fake, but niggas want me to be on they dick, but they don't even know Homo sapiens exist. I've been crew trying to be tough. You always fail cause you fake as fuck. The NAU looks up to us. The NAU looks up to us. Y'all hating this cat for real. Y'all wanna be down with the team, but ain't nobody down with the lingo. We don't like weak shit, nigga, we picked up. Barbarian energy, we got it. Try it alone or together, we bout it. Y'all know research never shoddy. That's why you niggas getting bodied. You bitches is big mad. Hate all you want, but I eat that. Alchemist real got big bag. Do what you need to compete, but I won't say it's all me. I got a team that stand up next to me, don't lag. Smoke out packs and bring heads back. Sharpen our sword to stay intact. Playing on your top like you do your chat. You see we don't read, you should take that back. The bar was low, they got no mercy for dumbass niggas who false flag. Pseudo intellectual, that's you. Come with the shit if you want to. We're not equal, you are our fool. We can't be equal, you are our fool. Listen up, this nigga talking shit, but shopping at the base for less. Make his team look stupid, but they like that shit, I guess.
Go blah.
Let me just go. As that hoe on Facebook, she right now. Y'all hating this cat for real. Y'all wanna be down with the team, but ain't nobody down with the lingo. We don't like weak shit, nigga, we picked up. Barbarian energy, we got it. Try it alone or together, we bout it. Y'all know research never shoddy. That's why you niggas getting bodied. Y'all hating this cat for real. Y'all wanna be down with the team, but ain't nobody down with the lingo. We don't like weak shit, nigga, we picked up. Barbarian energy, we got it. Try it alone or together, we bout it. Y'all know research never shoddy. That's why you niggas getting bodied. There you go, a soft ass song for a soft ass pseudos. All you motherfuckers. Have a good day.
In a world where ideas collide and voices rise like giants, a new arena has opened. Welcome to Titans Debate League, where articulate warriors step forward, not with fists, but with words, not with weapons, but with truth. Here, the community becomes the battleground. Open panels, real voices, the questions that keep you awake at night, the issues that shape our world. Everyone has a chance to rise, to be heard, to see if their information will reign supreme. Will you watch from the sidelines, or will you step into the arena? Subscribe now at Titans Debate League.
Not me talking and I'm on mute. Hello, everybody.
Hello.
Hey, yes, that happened. A1, that did happen. Okay. So, Miss Ivory, we the first ones here because we like to be on time. But
Early
everybody,
birds.
right? They just getting home. So, I'm gonna start by telling everybody how we came upon this topic. Hello, Shay Bay. So we came upon this topic from me I was watching a show, and a lady had signed a contract because she loved her boyfriend. And in the end, this contract was not good for her. So, like, she wanted to sue him. And her whole thought process was that she shouldn't be held accountable because she was in love. And so she was doing like, I guess it's like a feeling that um you're like, I don't know. I guess like you're incapable of making sound decisions because you're in love, which some people will say, like random info said earlier, digmatized. But I think people who are in love don't have that. So we're gonna go around. So what you guys think? Do you think it's an impairment first or no?
It is.
Okay, so you think it is too, okay.
Hey y'all.
Hey, do you think love can be an impairment?
Yes.
Yeah. That's what I was saying. See? Shay Bay, are you still moving around?
I feel like when you're in love sometimes it's like you got those rose colored glasses on and you're seeing
Mm-hmm.
everything through a filter of love.
Oh man, you know what? I agree with that because it's been people who I have dated before, and I'm looking like, why? Why did I even like him? Like, what was I thinking?
Mm-hmm.
I can't even
Because
understand it. Like, why? Why did I even like you?
yep,
But
the
see
emotional
me.
dependency, and that comprise decision making and that fear of abandonment. That's like the number one thing, because it's not just the fear of that individual abandoning you, but you also fear that individual will feel abandonment from you. You get what I'm saying? So you try to please them, and yeah, and in with that abandonment, and then you start abandoning people in your life also. You get what I'm saying? Am I making sense? Because things are, I don't know. It's just love. Love will have you out there, guys. Love will have you out there.
Yeah,
Love.
I know. I definitely agree, especially that whole the fear of abandoning because you don't want somebody to think like, we go through one little thing, you know what I'm saying, you out the door. Or you can't, you know what I'm saying, you haven't stuck through this, or you don't trust me because you're questioning the judgment, you're questioning, like, you know what I'm saying, what's going on, you questioning that. And it's like, do you agree, like, do you believe in me, like, you know what I'm saying, are you now with me or what? And it's like, okay, well, I'm gonna put my heart over my mind, right?
Mm-hmm.
And you end up in a messed up situation.
Right.
Let's see, Tiffany, either Tiffany, because I think Tiffany French came in. Hey, Tiff, do you think that love is an impairment?
Do I think that love is an impairment?
Yeah, like it can impair your judgment or something. Like just because you're in
Well,
love, you might make a decision that's not sound, that's not logical.
I don't think that's solely based on love. It's just based on the ignorance, being that it's based on not being able to see see a person for who they really are. Because you're so big, you thinking that you're in love, but you're being deceived. And then, like when you do see the red flags and you overlook those red flags, right? That can put you in a state of ignorance because again you're not focusing on the individual, you're focusing on what you want that individual to be, and you trying to change them, or you trying to get them to see what you see in them, or try to make them into something that they're not. So you can have love for a person, but at the same time you have to keep your distance from them as well. Because once you start seeing the signs and the red flags, and once they show you exactly who they are, it's time for you to keep your distance. So you can have love, but it has to be from the distance, and you have to start. Love has to start with the self. before it starts with anyone else. Because if you love yourself enough, you'll know that it's time to let that person go. Because it's not working out. It's not working out for my
And
benefit.
sometimes it's hard to do that though. Like you're in love, right? And they like, well, let's just do this, or you know what I'm saying? And you trusting them, you believing in them, and then even if you have some doubt, like it's hard to just in your mind just be like, this person is doing something that hurt me because you feel like y'all are in love. It's not just you, like you know what I'm saying. You kind of you feel like they are in it with you.
Correct, Denise. Correct.
Like you be feeling like, okay, well, they ain't gonna do nothing to me because then it's gonna hurt them type shit. Like you know what I'm saying? Like you don't
Mm-hmm.
think that they want to go through that either.
True, true
Like
enough. I mean,
I learned too is that like you, for instance, people will a man might like they might be cool with only having $10, but you're not, right? So y'all don't even have the same things that you're okay with, right? So they can put away all this stuff trying to get this. They can go call themselves husbands, do whatever, and they're putting you guys in a bind that you would never be in by yourself. Like you
right,
just
true.
going along with things because you love somebody.
And see,
Yeah.
that's where it can mess you up. Just going along with something just because you love this person, right? And that's not always a great thing. That's not healthy to just go along with things. Again, if you really love a person, right? First and foremost, again, you have to love yourself. But if you truly love that person, you have to put your foot down and say, look, there's got to be some boundaries here. There's certain things that is unacceptable. There's certain things that I would not be able to tolerate. You know what I'm saying? So you got to be able to place some boundaries between yourself and that individual. But if you can make things work out on both of y'all ends to where y'all both can really be on one accord, then that's different. But if you trying to put in the work and that other person don't want to put in the work, then that's when you have to make the conscious decision. And you have to realize that okay, this is this is very detrimental and I can't continue to put up with this same old stuff over and over again because we not getting any
Right, but
result
that's
out
not,
of this.
but you have to have went through it first.
Right.
Like you like that's something that you had to go through first before you can be like, okay, no, I'm not gonna do this again.
Right,
Like you know what I'm
Okay.
saying? Like you like it's literally something that you literally had to like experience that you gave your all, like you really literally went all in with your whole self. And then
Mm-hmm.
and then it didn't work out or something was crazy and then after it's over, after they
Right.
left or after you have separated from that, you start to look at yourself and your decisions and you're like, you know what the heck, what was I
I did
doing?
that.
Why?
Right.
Yeah,
See,
like why would
Tiffany
I have ever
speaking
done
from
that?
a seasoning standpoint. At this point, we seasoned. So we can look back on things that we've done in the past and like, man, I did that. But you got to go through it. I think every woman is going to experience being somebody's dummy at some point.
Maybe more than
Right.
once.
Yes,
Yeah.
some of us don't learn. Some of us don't learn the first go round because they're easier to manipulate depending on their upbringing. Because a lot of people look for love in men because they didn't have it growing up. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So yeah, a lot of times we bump our head more than once.
I think I agree with all of you ladies about what you're saying. And I agree, like, it depends on what your perception of love is, and usually most of the time we don't really know, and like y'all said, we have to go through it to really get that experience so we can say, okay, this is unacceptable, or maybe I need to change my perception and get some new information so I can really understand what it really is for real. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
And some women think that abuse is love, some women think that abandonment is love, some women think that being controlling is love. You know what I'm saying? And all of that does stem from your mental health.
Yep, that's true.
Really,
But
really.
then it's like also sometimes it's just with the wrong person. Because it's
Mm-hmm.
like when these men
Yeah.
are talking about how they want submissive women, right? They want somebody that's this and that's that. All women have been that probably with their first or second boyfriends,
Mm-hmm.
right? But
Yep.
they did it with this wrong person, right? And so
Right.
now they're more guarded. They're not, they're not listening to everything you have to say. They have been hurt before. They've had all this stuff going on because they were that person to somebody else. They were very loyal. They were very much there. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And somebody
So,
abused it. Yep.
yeah,
Yep.
somebody just abused that.
But then again, like, okay, maybe your first or even second relationship, you know what I'm saying? But sometimes, I mean, people just don't want to be alone and they just accept whatever. Or they refuse to be accountable for what they're doing and the person that they're with is always the other person's fault. You know what I'm saying? So
But it's not about because we're thinking is it can it impair you though? So can love be the reason for real that they did it and that they just weren't in their right mind because they were in love?
mm,
Love definitely cloud your judgment. Things that I wouldn't normally do,
Absolutely.
I did in the name of love.
Mm-hmm.
yeah,
What
I'll say
Eve
that I
said,
agree.
love is
It
blind.
can be an impairment.
And
Yeah.
it'll take over your mind,
It
baby.
will
Your
take
mind.
over your mind, have you out here
What you
looking
think is
all
love
kinds
may
of
truly
crazy.
not be. You
You
need to
got to elevate and fight.
find.
And then do you guys
Yeah, I
think
do
like
think it can
people
be an
get
impairment.
caught?
I mean, we can talk about.
Oh,
No, go ahead, Tiffany.
I was gonna say, do you think people get caught in the cycle because they have a type?
It could be
Yes,
Yes.
I
infatuation.
do. I do.
Yes.
I felt like if you're continuously running into the same type of situation, the same type of man, at some point you gotta look at
It's
yourself
you, sister.
and ask yourself, what am I doing to
Because
attract
nine
this
times out
type?
of ten we
Exactly.
got daddy issues or mommy
Mm-hmm.
issues. You know what I'm saying?
But
We
then
just
it's
trying to
like
find what we
because
didn't
I
get
feel
when we were
like
kids.
what about the men? Because men go through this too, right? And we talked about that. But when they
Yeah.
do it, it's a crime of passion, right? They were so
Mm-hmm.
they
Oh
were so
yeah, yeah,
passionate
yeah,
that
yeah.
they lost their mind, and it's not just love. Because when all these women say that they were in love and they did stuff, they get no breaks. That is not a that is not an
No.
excuse. That is not anything. If a man it says that it's a crime of passion, for some reason, it's understood.
Well, you know why
I
that
definitely
is.
feel like they
Because
get
we
more
live in the
flack for that. They
patriarchy.
get more.
Right.
There you go, bingo.
Mm-hmm.
Well, it's more acceptable because it's like when a man loves, we love hard. Well, so do we, but we not out here
Right.
crashing out. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? Now, that's not to say that some women don't crash out, but I'm just saying,
I
like,
was gonna say they got
in
a
a
whole show
whole,
called Snapped.
Talk
right?
about it.
Yeah, I can't say
Baby.
that that's not that, but I'm just saying, like, besides murder and all that
And the
stuff.
show For My Man, where all them girls are
Mm-hmm.
taking
Oh
off
yeah, that's one of my favorite
sentences,
shows to watch
20-year
too.
sentences, 30-year sentences. They taking off their life because they love somebody.
You
You're
know
taking a
Yeah,
what?
sentence.
that's
I
definitely
be in
impairment.
love. But the first time I hear about the police or some jail time, you want to get real mean, this some jail
I
time.
ain't doing that no more.
Right. When they be like ride or die, I'll be like, why we
Hey,
gotta die?
Yeah.
Man,
Yeah.
what?
Not me.
y'all know on
Listen.
Sierra's song "How We Roll" when she was like, "If I had to for you, I would do a bid." I skipped that part because I ain't doing that, honey.
Absolutely.
Man,
Yeah, it's
what?
like, can we?
I'm
You
sorry.
gotta
No,
die.
ma'am.
Why die? What are you dying
Absolutely.
for?
I ain't doing your
I'm not
bid and
dying
I'm
for
not
you,
doing it
sir.
with
Listen,
you.
I'm
What
not
about
listen.
doing
I
your
Ziggy?
am
bid, bro. I'm
listen. I
sorry.
am not Day Day, and this is not Top Flight Security, and I will
What
not
about
die for
Zay?
this
What
shit.
about
Okay?
Zizzle? What about
No.
Zizzle's
Absolutely
song
not.
"Smooth"?
Mm-mm.
What about the first verse in the song by ZZA, which is called Snooze? You know that
SZA,
song?
Yeah,
Oh,
she
I
said
love
Yeah.
I
that
the
can.
song
first
though.
verse.
Nah.
Yeah,
What she say?
she
I
Uh-uh.
said
don't know.
she'll get a
No,
body for you or something. She said,
Kill Bill
Uh-huh.
is even worse.
Or how about
Honey,
that
ain't
song,
that
I'll
much
yeah,
Kill
love?
You? That song, I'll Kill You, she said, I'll go to hell and back for you, bend over backwards, acrobats for you. I go to bat
no
for you,
ma'am,
Listen,
even when
I've
shit
been
looking
there.
bad for you. Like I'm doing this
I
all
have
no ma'am.
for
been
you. Like,
there.
In Kill
you
Bill,
know what I'm
she
saying?
kills
And
the
everything for
boyfriend and
you.
the new girlfriend.
Yeah,
Oh
Yeah,
she
man,
it's
I
oh
ain't
it's
seen
my,
that movie in
crazy.
so long.
no,
No,
definitely
in
is
the
a
SZA has a
Kevin
song
impairment.
called Kill Bill.
Yeah, in her
Oh,
song, she
okay.
killed the both. Like, yeah, that's and
Oh,
it's
I
Yeah,
just
thought you were talking
like,
about the movie.
but then it kills me because when we're talking about the patriarchy, right? Women are supposed to be so emotional, but then when you're doing all of these crazy things in lieu of your emotions, it's not an excuse. We don't see that. What? How is that?
yeah, that's true.
Yeah,
I
now
agree
Like,
you
with
you know,
that.
shocked. Now you shocked. I'm expected to be this way, but when I am that way, oh, I don't know why she's
Oh,
acting
you're
like that.
emotional. You can't.
Like,
You're
what the fuck?
incapable of being
oh wait, we
likable.
have a question from the audience. An audience member
Okay.
is asking for a time when we've actually crashed out or did something like out of body in the name of love.
Oh
Um,
Lord.
Anybody tell a time?
I have egged up. Are y'all ready
Whew.
for my? I have
Yes.
egged a
Yeah.
man's house in the name of love.
Ew,
I egged
egg
his
the man's.
house and his car because I thought I loved him and I thought he was playing
Mm.
on my top. And so I had to let him know I ain't to be fucking played with. He lucky I ain't slash his
He hit
tires.
this man with a car in his
But
own
yes,
seat.
I egged his car because you as we all know, egg on car paint is not a good thing. And he had to spend a lot of money to get his car painted. And so I felt great, you know. And I was right back with his crazy ass. That's what
Oh
that see.
God.
See, I done
I
bleached
The
his clothes.
You said bleach clothes? I done
I
that.
did. I put all his
I've
clothes.
done
Bleach
it too.
My current husband. I put all his clothes in the tub and his game console. I think he had an Xbox back then, and the console with the shoes, with the bleach. Took a picture of it and posted it on his
Wow.
Facebook.
Lord,
Wow.
See, the first
Lord,
time
Don't judge
That's
me.
I
crazy.
crashed out,
Damn.
I crashed
the,
out. Yeah.
the first time I
Yeah,
crashed
you
out,
crashed out.
it
Hmm.
was me, my sister Tutu, and Champagne. We had went and he was he was missing some girl named Trisha, right? So we went to Trisha apartment and I could see his car in the back, right? So we staking out. I was honestly waiting for him to come out, but he was in there too long, right? So I'm like, fuck that. So my sister had the little crowbar thing in the back. So I go and bust the window out and I take the CD face out the car.
I knew I was gonna be laughing.
uh, how about this, y'all? This a little far. Y'all gonna be looking at me crazy. I had them give me a C-section a day early.
Oh
Let me
my
tell you.
god.
No, let me
Now
tell you.
what?
No, no, because this is real shit. Because this chick, let me tell you. So my husband, my husband, right, was
Mhm.
messing with this chick, and she just. Oh, this bitch, she just got on my nerves so bad. And her birthday was July 9th, and that was our due date for our daughter. And I
Mhm.
was like, no, hell no. Right?
Mhm.
So I'm like, oh no, we about to have sex. I'm about to take this castor oil or whatever because I'm going into labor because I'm not having my
Mhm.
baby on the ninth. My baby's birthday is July 8th. Yes, it is. I went right into the hospital. Oh no, we need a C-section now. It's happening now, right now. Let's go. Because she's not being born on this bitch's birthday. Absolutely not.
Listen, this is the ultimate crash out when you change the date of your baby's birth.
Period. Her birthday is
Yes.
I think
17
you
oh
won.
07.
I think you
Absolutely.
won, honey. I think you won.
'Cause what?
Well,
No, because I was just,
I don't
and
have
I
any
was
crash
so
out
in love
stories.
with
That's
him.
the
I
funny
was so
part.
in love. I dealt with so much crap from this man. And it was just
Mm-hmm.
like, because I just saw my future. And it felt like
Yeah.
if I left that, it was like taking my future away. What am I going to do now?
I do have
Because
a
I
crash out
my
story.
life already. And I planned it with him in it. So once I take him out of
Mm-hmm.
it, like, what now? You know what I'm saying? What am I to do? No.
Felt.
Like, you chicks need to
Felt.
just leave because he needs to be with me and we need to do my plan like I fucking planned it. What in the fuck?
Yeah. Y'all know
I'm
the
trying to
wow.
think if
biggest
I have a
crash
crash.
out I
If it,
did.
if
We
it
got
had,
this. Huh? Hello?
no, go
Was
ahead.
No,
somebody
go
talking?
ahead.
Go ahead.
Oh, so um
No, go
I heard
ahead.
that my baby daddy was supposed to go out on this double date to the movies. Him and his homeboy with little baby sister and some other girl, right? So I get wind and I call him and I was like, "Where you think you going?" He's like, "Nowhere. What you talking about?" So they were at this trap house. They got this trap house in the sixth ward, right? So I'm headed to the trap house and I'm like, "Bitch, I'm finna call 244 dope over there, bitch. You finna have the only movie you gonna see is TV time at the jail."
Oh
So
my
I
god.
should have told him before I got over there because he left out. Honey, I done called the 244 dope on his ass and everything. They done came and surrounded the house, but they was gone. I ran my mouth too early. I ran my mouth too early. But
Oh
the
Lord.
goal was to make sure his ass be at TV time. But yeah, it didn't happen that way. Yeah.
Damn.
I told a girl,
Anyone else want to share a story about
I
crashing out
texted her and
on their
told her
Hi,
that
man?
my
Morphe.
number was his new number. I texted her
Oh,
and said
you and them numbers.
I
You
said
and
this
them
number
numbers.
was his new number because he was texting this girl. Yeah, this number is her new number. His new number. You could text this one. You know what I'm saying? Told her to come meet me up. I was about to go in on old girl, and he caught her before I could.
Dang.
Shit.
My crash out is using my words. My words can make or break somebody.
Believe it.
Yeah, I'm a
Oh
shit
yes.
talker more than like I'm not gonna break anything, like anything like that. I'm gonna talk some shit and then I'm just gonna not talk to you for a while.
I'm gonna break stuff. I'm gonna go upside your head, and I'm gonna make you feel real little. My mouth is deadly, but I mean the old me, the new me, the seasoned ivory doesn't do all of that.
Demure, very
Does setting
demure.
up a dude to cheat with your friend, is that a
But it's
crash
in me,
out?
huh?
Say that again, Lindsay.
So my ex, I found out he was texting my best friend and flirting with her. So I told her, I was like, "This is what we're gonna do. You're gonna invite him to your house, and then you're gonna get him to kiss you, and I'm gonna walk in on it and catch him in the act." Is that a crash out, or is that just being vindictive?
That's being crazy. Wait a minute.
Right. Hold on. How you know that he was texting her? Did she tell you?
Because she showed me the text messages.
Oh, okay. We're gonna spare
Wow.
her.
Like, 'cause she, I'd have went off
That's
on both of them.
wild.
And he was crying and everything.
I was just about
Oh,
to
poor
ask, so
baby.
what happened? So did it happen? Did you go through with the
Yeah,
plan? Did you catch
she
them?
got him to, yeah, she invited him over. I walked in as soon as he kissed her, and it was a
Oh
wrap from
no.
there.
See you don't everything sound good, but they didn't have to kiss. Cause she
Right,
probably
yeah,
wanted to kiss him
actually go
anyways.
through it.
No ho.
No, I told her to
Keep
do
this
it.
to
I told her
yourself.
to do it. No, I told her to do it because I had a point to prove.
Right. Ooh, honey, you're
Mm.
a good one. Cause she probably would have got fired on just because she participated. And I told her to do
Right,
it.
Like, bitch, I know I told you to
because
do
that's
it, but damn it,
crazy.
you
You
know I'm
mean
supposed to
like,
do it.
Right. You
Now
supposed to have
that would
more
have been a part of
respect
a
for me
Nah, I
than
told
that.
her to do it, so I
now.
can't get
Now,
mad.
if Lindsay would have went spazzed out on her, that would have been part. That would have been the crash out.
Hmm,
Right,
yeah.
exactly.
That would have been the crash out.
See, I would have
Okay, so
failed. I
I
would have
was just
crashed
being
out.
vindictive. Okay, I
You
got
were
it.
being vindictive. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, because it's
Who?
like I don't know. It depends on how they act. Sometimes you just start feeling it in your chest, like something's wrong. Your heart just get to beating fast. I'm so glad I'm not like this anymore,
Me too,
and
child.
I gauge like
I
how
was
much I put
surviving.
into something or not, because I used to literally feel physical issues
Mm.
when
Hmm.
you know what I'm saying. When I feel like you're doing something. I know you're doing something. You know
That
what I'm saying?
woman's
Hmm.
Saying with
intuition
me,
is a
whatever.
mug.
And yeah, it's like, I damn near getting high blood pressure. You know what I'm saying? My heart go
Mhm.
beating fast. I'm sweating. I'm mad. You know what I'm saying? I'm sitting here doing hours and hours of investigation. I could have for sure worked for the FBI when I was younger.
Right. And you know something? Men don't realize all they have to do is tell the truth. Don't step on our
Yeah.
intelligence. Don't
That's
make us
it.
think that is not what it is, because all we're gonna
Mm-hmm.
do is keep being an investigator.
No,
We're
Mm-hmm.
and
gonna
they
keep
won't tell the
going.
truth
So
unless you catch them. That's why
right, and then
men
they
won't
want
Right.
to go
do
to
that because
church.
you got
And
to
they
catch them
still might not.
red-handed, and they'll still try to lie to you.
Right.
Right. And
Oh
have y'all
man,
Like
noticed
you're
when
not
men get
crazy.
caught,
Like I'm
they
not
want to go to
nuts.
church?
that's why I needed him.
Is that not a thing?
What?
When they get caught up,
What?
they want to go to church.
Go to church? I don't know.
Church?
Yeah, when
Maybe if
men
the
get caught up, they want to go to church.
What you mean by that? Like what? They
person,
start praying?
when
Or
you
they'll
know
be
Asking
when
the
like,
somebody
Lord,
caught
let's go
up.
to church
asking him.
Sunday. Like they
You know
want
when a
to.
man is caught up when they start posting pictures of him and his girl on their
Yeah,
story. When they story all of a sudden filled with I love her. Oh, I just love this is my baby forever. And all them pictures, he done got caught doing some stuff.
yeah,
Nah,
and
he
they
got
gonna be in church Sunday. He
he in
ain't
love.
Oh,
showed
I
up
see
to
what you
church.
mean.
He ain't showed up to church in a bunch of Sundays. But this is gonna be that when he make that post, he's gonna be in church that following Sunday.
We just gotta get right with God, baby.
Yeah,
We
Oh
just gotta
man.
put God in the we just gotta center our
Right.
relationship around God. That's all.
We gotta
All the
yeah.
build
time. He ain't never
God
want to
as
go
our
to church.
foundation. What? So
Telling
yeah,
you that love will have you out here looking
man,
crazy.
listen, when I
Hmm.
say I was an investigator, y'all,
Mm-hmm.
what? I'm looking at
Yep.
your Google Maps. Where was you at?
All that.
What you doing?
Man,
You
what?
know what I'm saying? I'm
Unhappy
Hey, I
looking
got a
at
email.
question.
yo Gmail. I'm looking at everything. I got a phone in the car. One time I had a phone in the car so I could track where it was going.
Yes,
Oh, you
girl.
needed
That's how
air
you gotta
tags
do
back
it.
Hey,
then.
It wasn't
You
no
was
air
gonna be putting
tag
air
back
tags
then.
everywhere.
You have to
Yeah.
buy another phone.
Where tag?
Hey, I got a
Yeah,
question,
And that's
y'all.
something that's
absolutely.
I used to do.
Mhm.
When I know he finna go, I put
Yeah.
I put the extra phone. I turn that boy. I put it on record, or I just call it and answer it so I can hear his conversation in the car.
Oh
Because if you
damn.
Oh
record it,
wow.
you gotta wait till he get back. But if you just go ahead
Right.
and call that
You couldn't
phone, you
wait.
can listen to him while he in that
That
car.
Here, right
anticipation
now,
was
right
killing
now.
you.
Who else getting in?
What
Somebody
you
got
was
a
about to
question.
say,
Morphe, do you have a
Tiffany?
crash out story?
Oh hell no,
I
I
think
don't
Tiffany
crash
was
out.
trying to say something. Not random info, Tiffany.
Oh, I
I
was
think
gonna
she was trying
ask.
to say something.
Yeah, I was gonna ask. How do y'all feel about like women who put men before their kids?
I think that's
uh,
because
Uh,
love is an impairment thing.
mm-hmm.
yeah.
I think that
I
it
feel.
falls under that.
Mhm. I feel
I mean,
like
because
you ain't gonna be able to care about me if you don't care about your kids the most.
But you know what? Men
Mm.
treat women kids accordingly to how that woman treat her kids. So if that woman ain't putting her kids first, that man sure ain't gonna put her kids first.
I mm, think I
Yeah,
think
but
that's a 50-50 thing. Some men feel like they don't want a woman to put the kids first. Some men may feel as though that's okay.
I think every person should put their kids first.
but
You
the
made
men put
them;
the
those are
kids
yours.
first. The men put the kids first who like just like being a dad, right? But it's a
Mhm.
lot of men who come in, they just want to be the man. Like they feel like everybody in the house should be under their subjugation and
Right.
that they're
Mhm.
first always, right? And then
Mhm.
sometimes work out if that man that you put first is putting everybody else first, right?
Mm-hmm.
Then
Mhm.
yeah, that would work out. But if you have a man that's just they just want to be first, like the kids need to be quiet, they supposed to be like not seen and not heard. You know what I'm saying? And they're basically
Mhm.
just there are problems in your relationship, basically, children.
Oh,
You know
or
what I'm
they just
Yep.
saying?
being
Then
mad,
she might
neglected.
yeah, but it's like they're not like the woman don't see it because she's so busy trying to look to him for guidance.
Mm-hmm.
Right. And his guidance
Mhm.
is that they're always this, they're always that, they always in the way, they always, 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 and you're trying to do that. You're not realizing like, no, he might just have an issue. Right. And this ain't the place for him. Like you need to go ahead and go, be be with yourself and your kids because he don't need to be around them.
Mhm.
But
The comments is jumping. Coliseum of Argument says it is a cycle. The woman should put the man first, and he put the family first.
That's right. That's right.
I agree with that. Yeah. But you
So
have so many men that don't know how to do that. They
right,
don't know how to move with the family in mind. And so you got a woman pouring herself and her kids' resources into him, and he using it selfishly.
right,
Mhm.
Well, I kind of disagree. I kind of disagree only because if you if you always put the man's first, right, and not your kids, then it's like you put more focus on the man and less focus on the children, and then the children starts to grow up and feel some form of resentment because they feel like, well, mommy ain't really paying attention to me. She ain't really, you know what I'm saying, she's not really listening because she's too busy focusing on dad more than she was focusing on us. And then if something goes wrong, and I hate to bring up this subject, but it happens. If there's a situation where one of the kids was touched on, right, and one of the children come to the mother and say, hey, daddy did such and such to me, or this person did such and such, then it's like that child is being questioned for saying stuff like that. The mother starting to ask, well, is it true, or if did he really do that? I think you're lying and this thing else. So it's like the child feel like they under criticism, or they feel like they being penalized because they came to the parent told them about what the other parent is doing. So I kind of feel some kind of way about that. I feel like men should not always be first in every single situation, in my opinion.
Well, not every
Well, not
situation.
in nothing like
Household.
that.
yeah,
Yeah,
that's
we just
kind
talk
of
about the
I
extreme.
kind of
household.
feel like that's an
Like,
extreme
yeah,
Yeah,
situation.
Yeah.
that's an
Yeah.
extreme, and that works both ways. That's just not for women, that's for men too, because men definitely put
Mhm.
that shit past his his next girlfriend or his next wife.
Yeah, I
yeah,
think
because
you
the little
Mhm.
should
boys.
prioritize, like, you
Yeah, with the
should
boys.
definitely put your kids first, but that doesn't mean you forget and neglect your relationship,
Right.
you
I
Because the
don't
know?
key
think so.
word was balance. That Coliseum said it should be a balance. And
Right.
when things are balanced, that means that things are going, going straight. Everything is good.
Yeah,
Like
because you still have men who
this.
do the same thing. You got men that put women in front of their kids and in
Mm-hmm.
Right.
front of everything
Oh,
else. They get their new
absolutely.
Oh yeah,
girlfriend,
that's a problem
and
too.
then that's
Mhm.
it. They get their new girlfriend, and as a matter of fact, her family is not his family. He
That's
And
don't
the
even
right.
know his
new
kids.
the
He,
new girlfriend or the new wife is treating the child less than because they're
Right.
not the biological kid, or maybe
but
they
not
feel like
even
they
that.
get
I'm
more
talking about him
attention.
treating them different.
Well, I
He's
feel like
treating his
this.
own
No, but
kids
I'm
different.
just saying, that's a common thing, like with step parents in general.
I
Yeah,
feel
but I'm
like
talking about
this.
with the love of the impairment thing. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that too.
It's about him being in love, so he's impaired. So
So
Mm-hmm.
she's
his
like, your kid
judgment
is
is
being
off.
disrespectful, and he's just
Even
taking
and then he
everything
just
that
don't
she's
he
saying.
don't even take his kid no more
Right.
because she can't get
Right.
along with the kid. So now the kid can't come over. What?
Yeah.
Who is
She's
holy
being
zoly
disrespectful.
Chloe?
She's not listening to me, blah blah blah. Or sometimes they take the word over the baby mama when it comes to the kids. And it's like, but those are not your kids though. At the end of the
But it's like when
day.
you so in
Right.
love or so now that definitely is a problem with men that we see, like, because this is not only a woman thing, but
Right.
that's a problem with men that we see a lot is that when they get a new girlfriend or something, then they neglect their duties as a father or neglect
Exactly.
their other family because they're so stuck up this other person, but that they can't like not see it, not do it.
Right. But see, I think that that's when the woman should step in, because if you know this man is no longer with his kid's mother, he's with a new woman, so majority of his time going to be spent at work. Extra time that he probably trying to make time for his woman, so he probably going to be lacking with his old set of kids, right? So that's when the woman should step in and help with the kids that he came in the relationship with. You know what I'm saying? That's when the woman and the ex have to co-parent, because if you want your kids to be a part of this man's life, you're gonna have to put up with the new woman. You get what I'm saying? However,
Yeah, I see
I
that. But
don't
I also
feel
see, sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt you.
I don't feel that kids that men make on women, these like let's say for instance, if you with a guy and he go procreate and create a child while y'all together, I don't feel you obligated to that child. I don't feel you have to do anything for that child, and I feel that that child should be raised as a bastard. So boom, that's that. But
I ain't
yeah,
gonna go that
Oh yeah,
far because it's not
don't
the
bring that
kid's
child.
fault. Yeah, it's
I don't
not the
even care.
child's fault.
Don't
it's
bring
the
that child
man
in my
fault.
house.
I'm not saying you have to like forge a relationship with the child, but I don't think that there should be animosity for the child. The child didn't ask to be here. You know what I'm saying?
It's not so much, it's not animosity, but he didn't come into relationship with that child. So yeah.
Right. Okay, we got two people. Yeah, because it's that's something you're putting on me now.
Yeah.
So I'm not gonna. I don't. Yeah, I would be on some like, nah, you can have that over there, or we gonna. What you want to leave this because that's hard to deal with. That's
I
hard
mean,
to
I
deal.
like
I'm
I
sorry.
said,
I
I
don't even
mean
like.
that's your boundary, right? You know what I'm
Mm-hmm.
saying? If you feel
Yeah,
that
that's what I'm
that's
saying.
not
It's
something
just
you
a
can take
hard thing to
on,
deal with.
yeah, because I can
Mhm.
understand that. Like I don't know. I've never been in that situation, so I don't want to be like, well, you should do this and you should do that. I just think that you should just be clear about your boundaries and cut that person off. And again, if the impairment is, well, I love him, but he did something to you that you just can't forgive and get over, or I don't want to say get over, but work through, then yeah, you need to exit the relationship.
But most people don't.
No, and then they resent him and resent the kid. It always it's gonna come some kind of way, even if you're
Mm-hmm.
not intentionally trying to, have any feelings towards the kid. But unfortunately, that's the reminder that this person disrespected you, right? But the
Mm-hmm.
reality is like love being an impairment because we don't want to have to take accountability and say, well, I accepted this because I stayed with this person versus saying, okay, well, this is
Because
my
your mind
boundary.
was gone. It was
I understand
crazy.
all of that, you know what I'm saying? But it's kind of like seeing past what you want and understanding
Mm-hmm.
what you need. You see what I'm saying? Like you need somebody that you feel
Right.
safe with.
Logical thing.
Right.
Right. Well, see, I haven't had that situation, but my homegirl has a situation like that, and I just can't see how she do it. Me personally, maybe if I'm in that situation and it actually happened, I don't know. Maybe I will give in. I don't know, but me personally, I don't see it. I don't
It just
see it.
depends on where you are
We got
mentally and what you can deal with. Some people can deal with those
you
things.
can't
Some
be
people
in
can
love
work
with
through
this
those things and
man.
they can be happy and live out the rest of their life and accept the child or accept the situation. Some people can't. It's okay if you can't. You just have to be honest with yourself about what you can and cannot accept.
That might be a boundary for me. That might be a breaker, because you gonna have a baby with a person, you might as well
Hello?
marry him.
I have a
Am I going out?
friend whose husband had a
Yeah,
baby
no,
at the
we hear you.
same time she had a baby, and
Oh
they
wow.
have stayed together, and the other little girl comes over, and the two girls is just the best of sisters, and She's a saint because I don't know how she does it.
Man, what?
Yeah.
Is
Well,
anybody
because they
talking?
was.
Because I can't hear anything.
I was just talking.
Yeah, we
Yeah.
are.
Go out and come back in.
Yes. I don't know. Can you hear that? Can't hear
Right.
nothing.
You might gotta message her. Tell her to go out, come
Well,
back in.
we got two more people. We got Truthful and Triton Debate League here.
Hello.
Hey.
Hi.
Oh, we got men on the
Oh,
panel.
what's up?
Welcome.
Hey.
Okay, okay. What's up, ladies? How y'all doing? First off, I want to
Hi.
give a big shout out to Honey Clock, aka the Bar Reloaded, because I just came from the bar. I'm already on. Shout out to the chat. Shout out to the panel. Now I saw the title and I was like, okay, cool. Let's see if we can get some mending within our community because that's what we need the most. Because it seemed like today's days we dealing with a lot of men versus women, and it's just getting hectic at this point. I'm tired of seeing it because the black man need a black woman, and the black woman need a black man at the end of the day. So that's why I joined the panel.
Well,
Okay.
absolutely we do. But can somebody be in love with somebody impair their judgment, like their logical thinking? Do you think?
Okay. I just got out of well, I didn't just get out. It's been like 3 years, but I learned a lot since that last relationship. Um, can love be an impairment? Yes, but it cannot be as well. It depends on if the love is balanced in itself, meaning that you can't change nobody. You only attract what you are at the end of the day. So if you act a certain way, you gonna meet somebody who gonna do you the same way you've been treating other people. You know how they say "what go around, come around" type deal. So when we say love is an impairment, is it really an impairment or is it just a lesson you need to learn about yourself to bring in the person who's going to unconditionally love you at that point? You get what I'm saying, ladies?
Yes.
Yeah.
I don't know if
But
Oh,
I
it's
it
you
sounds
know,
some
do you
shaky.
think it's hard to see? Yeah,
What
it
do
was
you
like, no.
What do you mean
Because
by
it's
it's hard
hard.
to
Do you
see?
think that it's hard to see that?
It's only
Like
hard to see if.
somebody that
Go ahead.
You on
only
mute,
hard to see if
honey.
what?
Yeah, you said go ahead. Go ahead. You was talking. You was talking. I ain't want I want to hear what you got to say.
Oh, can you hear me?
Uh huh.
Yeah, we can hear you.
Can y'all hear me?
yeah,
Oh,
we
We
can
can
okay.
hear
hear
you.
No, I
you.
was saying it's hard. Like, is it hard to see like? Because somebody might be like, I've accepted you with all of this and this and this, and like you can't just do like this one thing for me, and you be thinking like, he has been here for this, and they have been there for that, and they did put up with a lot, you know what I'm saying? And so you try to accept certain things from people, and then it might be to your because you like, dang, they've been giving, I haven't been doing anything, like I didn't have anything to give them but this.
Mm.
And this is why it's a complicated topic to talk about because when you're dealing with love, you also dealing with life itself. You know what I'm saying? Because let's keep it a buck. When you talk about loving somebody, you not just talking about oh the standard definition of love about two people. No, when you talk about love, you are including somebody into y'all's lifestyle and trying to blend that into one. So there are going to be up phases and there are going to be down phases. Sometimes the man might be down, sometimes the woman might be down, but that don't mean that you can't be around when they both come up, when the man up and the woman up. So it's like you got to look past it because now I'm not gonna lie. It is one thing if dude just lacking, if he passing up every opportunity in his life. You know what I'm saying? Oh, I got a job for you. You want to do this? Nah, bro. I'll think about it. Oh, I got an opportunity, and somebody else come around. I got a job for you. Nah, bro. It's different when it's that way because that means he don't want to do nothing. It's the difference between doing nothing and just being in the moment. You know what I'm saying? So
I, I
it
mean,
The man that you fall for, majority of these guys that you pretty much get caught up with these strong emotional ties that cloud your judgment, most of the time they're on their stuff. They're not lackeys. Okay. Women don't too
Mhm.
much get caught up with the lackeys. Um so yeah. So and most of them have a strong leading type aura about themselves, where most of the time they ain't saying, oh, I'm the man, you gonna respect me, or you gonna do this, or you gonna do that. It's just things that you feel you need to do because it's him.
Mhm.
Like, want to please your partner.
yeah.
um
And
yeah,
what we're
and
taught
making
about,
choices that's not in your
yeah,
best interest.
Man, I'm gonna
So
be honest,
what we're
ladies.
taught about
Mm-hmm.
relationships as women also affects a lot of what you're saying. And I don't agree with that. You are what you attract. I don't think that at all.
So you telling me
I
out of
don't
all
agree with that either.
your partners didn't have the same traits as you?
No.
No.
Okay, then that's just you then.
Mm-mm.
Then that's just you then.
It's
Then
usually the
But that's
opposite for
that's
me.
how they
Like,
get you though, because when
yeah,
they,
Mm-hmm.
yeah, I was about to say that's how they get you because you don't know that type of thing. You don't know
look
the traits,
look
and
for
so you feel like,
yourself and your
oh,
because remember,
it has this,
and
it
this
has
is not
that.
a
They
men
got
versus
this.
women conversation. This is
I
was
know it's not. I know it's
okay.
not. I
Okay, I
just
don't want the men
I
to
just
feel
want
like
I'm
I
just
we're trying
got
to
saying
y'all
meet on
back,
because
men. I
I've
got y'all
noticed.
back. I'm gonna give the ladies
No, because
a
I'm gonna
little
be
bit
honest.
of
Because
balance up here.
me being a man, man, it's stressful. Because like every time I hop on YouTube or Instagram or some goofy stuff, it's always them goofy podcasts talking about black women this, black women that, women is. I'm tired of hearing it because not all women is like that. Them bitter ass niggas, they let they past relationships influence how they view women now. Now they thinking because they got a podcast and they got all these. Come on now, bro. I ain't nothing but
I
fucking
agree with
punks at
that.
the end of the day. I'm not trying to hear that shit. I
I
just wanted
think
to make
these
sure
I
we
think
all.
that
conversations,
I think that works both ways though. It's just the algorithm that
Yeah,
we got some men that's all they see is a bunch of women talking about men, and
that
all men
too.
see is all a bunch of women talking about men. So
Right.
it's your algorithm.
Yeah, my
I tend to stay
algorithm
away
be
from those because I like
Yeah,
objective
I started blocking
conversations.
niggas. You see me, yeah.
I understand that mental health is not gender based, even though we process things differently.
Mm-hmm.
When it comes to relationships, you first must learn yourself first, and that's really what it's about. Are
That
you
part.
accountable? Do you self evaluate? And then, inviting someone into your world, like you were saying,
But you
that especially, a long term relationship, that requires work and effort and time and energy. You know what I'm saying? So I think
can have
people
all
think
your
that when
shit
they get in a
together and
relationship,
still
it's
fall.
just an autopilot thing and they're just supposed to be happy. But no, you have to continue to build with that person, grow with that person. We change, you know what I'm saying? So I kind
Mm-hmm.
of feel like we are trying to build a conversation around more so being objective, not men were versus women or nothing like that.
Now I wasn't trying to set that.
Not
I'm sorry if I
objective.
set
I'm
that
talking
tone. I
about
would say that.
love.
Can y'all hear me? Because last time I couldn't
Yeah,
hear.
we
Yeah,
heard
And
we
you.
heard
I
you.
heard you. Now I ain't trying
okay.
to set that tone. I just wanted to make sure because I ain't know what kind of space I'm stepping in. I'm just tired of hearing the man versus woman thing because it seems like that's the most popular thing these days. So I'm sorry if I set
Oh
that
no, this
tone
is just
by
about
hearing it or
love
saying that.
itself.
Yeah,
Okay,
it's just
okay
about
then.
Yeah,
it's
it's
a
just
All
about
general.
right,
love
shit, I'm about to let my hair
because
down
women
then.
and men do this. Yeah, men do
Yeah,
Yeah.
it too. Men have fallen in love with somebody and did some crazy, like you know, men who fall in love with the wrong type of
The
woman, right?
wrong
This
one.
is a woman
Mm-hmm.
who don't think about them. They're totally selfish, right? And they'll get into something and call him up, and now he running straight into danger. He's not thinking. He is
Right.
not. If this was anybody else or anything else, he would have stopped and be like, "Hold on, baby girl, this not happening. I'm not about to be doing all of that. You need to leave. I could pick you up on the corner. I'm not running in there and doing nothing. You understand what I'm saying? But
Right.
oh, I'm in love with her, and I'm about to save her. This nigga been da 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 da. Now you in jail,
Yep,
and
that
she getting
Captain
somebody
Sable.
else. Yeah, she getting somebody
Yep.
else to do her dirty work now. And she, you know what I'm saying? You falling in because just because you felt like you were so in love with this girl. You
Right.
know what I'm saying? And so
No,
I've
'cause I've
seen
been there.
women
I've
use
been
that
there.
love as a victim too. Like, you know what I'm saying?
I've
Oh,
been
have
there.
you? Would you like to share?
Nah, I'm good.
No, share. Well, give
Nah,
us a
I know
synopsis.
the
Like, give
phrase
us like a
earlier.
I'm the good. I'll keep it short and sweet. I'll keep it short and
yeah,
sweet.
like
All
give
right.
us
Come
a
on, A1.
I'll keep it short and sweet. I'll
What
keep
was
it
the
short and
question
sweet.
What's the
again?
A1?
I
Oh,
caught
So
sorry.
that
Who
was
was
that
it?
was turful.
Oh,
Truthful.
Oh,
yeah.
sorry.
That was
I want to hear the
truthful.
question again though.
Come
yeah,
on.
I'll keep it short and sweet. No details. Okay. So boom, meet this chick. Boom, we finally meet up. Right. I'm playing stepdaddy. Right. Two children, two little girls. Right. I'm gonna just say this. My feelings was so deep for her. She cheated on me. I let it slide. She used up my funds. I let it slide, but she never gave back. So when I called her out on that, she kicked me out. I said, "All right, cool. I'm out there." Plain and simple.
Maybe because you was complaining about stuff you was supposed to do.
Mm-mm. I didn't
No, I'm
complain
saying.
about anything.
Wait a
I
minute. Now we not. So this is the thing that men say that we do. Let me point this out. When
hmm
something goes wrong, we always be like, "Well, maybe you did this." No, we need to listen to the brother's story.
We listen and we don't
Oh,
I
so
judge.
never.
you saying you was putting up with things you wouldn't normally do because you was in love?
Look, we had a good conversation. We had great conversations. You know what I'm saying? We had, an interest in values and things. But I think because she was a Scorpio, I'm an Aries type deal. I ain't gonna front. So,
Team Aries.
so
Can I ask you a
I,
question, Truthful?
you said what happened?
Can I ask you a question?
What's up?
Do you think that it was because of love that you let those things slide, or like you fell in love with the idea of who you wanted her to
Nah, I
be?
was desperate for love. I ain't gonna front with you. I
Okay,
was
It was
that
desperate
was
for
still
love.
good.
love, nonetheless. Whether you was desperate for love or whether you wanted love, it was still love was the common denominator
Yeah,
that was the influence of this situation.
because she gave me, the attention I was looking for. She gave me the conversations I was looking for. You know what I'm saying? But you know how it be when you get with somebody and that mask start falling off and you start seeing their evil tendencies.
Mm-hmm.
That's
Yep.
what that's when it hit me
Mm-hmm.
like, you know what, I can't do this with you because you trying to snake me. So shout out to
When
her
they
though. I
get
hope she doing well though.
So do
I do
you
not
think that
hope
it
that my
is
niggas don't
real
well right now.
love though? Like when you're in those kind of situations, right? Where you're so enamored with somebody that you're like so head over heels that you almost would do anything because it's just like it's just me and you. That's all I see in the world, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then something breaks that. Whatever it is happens and it breaks that and you come back to your senses. Do you think that you were experiencing real love or do you think that that was like some kind of
Of course.
something else?
It was me, her, and the little girl. We was a family. That's like me. That was it. That was it right there. I ain't want nobody else. I just wanted us as a family. And it's crazy because that's literally how everybody thought at one point until somebody broke that. And I think the point is we have to mend that back together and because we all get with the wrong ones. But I wouldn't even say they're the wrong ones because they ended up teaching us a very valuable lesson about ourselves and how we should love people. It's not the fact that love is an impairment. It's more the fact that when we love the wrong ones, that's when it becomes an impairment.
It becomes an impairment. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. So
Like somebody that uses your love for as a weapon.
right, right,
Mm,
right,
that's a
right.
good one right there.
And I'm not gonna it's hard
Interesting.
to not fall into them potholes with them because they gonna keep you in like a crab in a barrel. So
It's some feedback or something.
it sure is. Now who cruising down the highway with some Marvin Gaye on?
That's
Miss Scales right there.
Uh-huh. Yeah. Go ahead, turn that
Marvin
off.
Gaye.
With some Marvin Gaye.
But I agree. I That's a part of it. Like when you, by the time you really realize who you're dealing with, you're already in so deep, and then it's like you start being in denial because you don't want to believe that this person really is who they're
Right.
presenting themselves to be. And usually by that time you're already living together or you got a kid or you're married or whatever. So
Yeah, sure me. I
yeah.
said, listen, I'm already
Right.
planning my life.
And you know
What's
what's
going
crazy?
on?
Right. I done built my world around you. Like, what are you talking about?
And the
You're crazy.
crazy part is that I didn't really learn like how to really like treat a woman until I actually started looking at how I treat my sister. Reason being is
Mm.
because you gotta think about it like this, right? Niggas will dog a woman out. But when it's his own sister, that nigga will lose his whole world for that shit, right?
So
And
true.
my sister said the same thing. She said it's crazy how men will do that, but they don't think about they sisters or their mama or their aunt. And I'm like, you know what? That's why I'm happy I was here to like be an influence on my sister in that way because now that I wouldn't want nobody treat my sister that way. So I started being a reflection of how somebody should treat my sister. You know what I'm saying? And
Mhm.
Hey, listen, I know that I've been around a bunch of men, and I know they sound crazy, but I know a bunch of men who put their hands on women
right,
and will fight the next man for doing it. They will fight the next man. I am
Yep.
totally confused by that.
I
If
was
your
right.
I, I
thought
was
process is that it's okay, why are you beating this person up for doing it?
Right.
I think being
I don't
impaired
understand it.
by love
Because
rather is
it's
your
because some men aren't really on that mature knowledge
I
of
hear you.
self is what makes the difference between a man and a boy. Knowledge of self. If you know how you will feel about doing something, why would you continue to do it to somebody else? That's the part that men don't ask themselves. You know what I'm saying? As a man myself, we men run on morals. We know what's right and what's wrong, and we know how we want to be treated and how not to be treated. That's why we certain men will conduct themselves in a certain way. Is that every man? No, because every man gonna have different morals at the end of the day. But the bottom line is this: as a man myself, right? When it comes to women, love, or anything in general, it's best to find somebody who actually compliment your morals. And even as a woman, I will say this, man. Look, guard your grill, guard your energy, guard all that stuff because you got actual
But
niggas
when
out here
we
that's on
do
some demon time.
I
that,
was going to say
we're
something.
oh, I'm sorry, Morphine. Go ahead.
The two things that you and Honey said, that Truthful and Honey said was, how do men stick up for women, like their mothers, their sisters, their daughters, their nieces, and then turn around and then smack a bitch. And I think that's the same energy. It's just transferred in two different ways. It's the same energy though. But go ahead,
I
Pastor
smacked
D.
a female one time in life. And I feel like I had a good reason.
I
So
did
Oh
too. I ain't
wow.
gonna front with you. I did too, and I feel horrible.
no, I
Oh
feel
I,
so
wow.
justified. I feel way better.
You felt
I
vindicated and
What
what?
in
Feel
the
he
better?
said, we gotta
Yeah.
put it.
Oh
Hold on,
my
we gotta put it in
god.
Tell the
perspective,
story.
Phil.
The
Wait a
story
minute.
is
We need to hear from A1 now. What was that?
I had this one
Yeah.
ex. I was in Ohio and I had this my ex. We were living together and
Get the layout right.
her baby daddy was locked up when we started talking. Somebody I know from like 116th. Um, but he had came home from jail. We was beefing. I go outside and get in my car and we arguing on the phone for like an hour. But she had thought I had left. And then she had called her baby daddy to the house to come over and kick it with her. So when I see him hop out the Uber, I hop out like, "What's up?" And he pulled a gun on me. And then he ended up going in the house. And then it was about to be a problem. Obviously, no, I'm not going nowhere. Like I'm not scared of his gun. So she ended up going protecting him from me and keeping me locked out the house. But I lived there, so to me that was crazy. So I ended up breaking up with her. Like we was pretty much done after that. But when she came to like try to apologize, and smacked the shit out of her and threw her out the house like Jazzy Jeff. Like I should have shot him and you for real. Like
Oh, you was crashing
OMG.
out.
Yeah, that's
He
a
was on that
Hey,
Ike
crimes of
Turner.
Lord.
I'm
passion.
like, and a
That's a
motherfucker put a
Crimes
crash
of
gun on
out.
me
passion.
and was
Mm-hmm.
harboring him. Shit, if I shot him up, shot y'all up, like I felt like I would have been right. I don't know. They probably would have locked me up, but
probably.
And it ain't no
Probably.
Like that's
probably. They
that's
would
that's
have
not a
locked your
question. That's
ass
a
up. What?
and
that's
I
a
can't listen. Like, and we
consequence.
was shooting at
He
each other.
said
That's more
probably.
about that shit. It
Right.
wasn't even about her though. It was just about the principle of why you pull a strap. I didn't pull one.
Well,
It was
true,
just a
because
misconnection when he saw me.
your
So
life isn't threatened, and I ain't mad at that. I'm not mad at any man that is going to defend himself against man, woman, child, dog, cat, fucking dare. I don't care. You got to
What the
defend
dog and the
yourself
cat do?
because the dog or the cat might got to get
Hey, you
into.
know, dogs like to run up and test you.
Yeah, man.
after that, I was real careful the females I talked to because I had a lot of positive things going on, and I did crash out, and I literally
That's what I'm
almost threw my
saying.
whole
Them
life
be the
away
negative
because this
ones.
That's
female
what
like
that good
wanted
poom
like
poom
playing
does.
games, and it was like I got a whole business, single dad, like it was a lot going on.
But
See, you
did
got a
y'all
lot more
really
to go.
take time to like get to know these women, or like
They was
He was
living
living
together.
with her. He was
Yeah, of
But
living with
course. That's
you
how
know,
the
living
crash
with
yeah,
out
her.
occurred.
it takes time. I think what we
That's
don't do, and what I
Yeah.
do now, is I take more time to get to know people before I open up a certain way to them because now I know it takes so long for a mask to come off. And everybody has layers, so there's multiple masks. You know, there's mask upon mask. And
what I got a question. I got a question for the
I
panel.
have a
That's
theory
not
that
mad.
would probably help out when you are um, dating a person. Don't date a person that you have a total attraction to,
Hmm.
because you less likely to crash out over somebody you barely like.
Oh yeah,
that's interesting.
that attraction is
I
hard to
don't I
Yeah,
maintain.
don't date guys that I
I
no,
think
mean,
I
people
don't
follow.
are
I
understand
crashing
understand
out
that. Like
under
you
over
can't be
I'm not
unattractive people
it'd
too.
be
mentally
like me
built
trying to date Chris Brown. If I no, but like me trying to date Chris Brown, right?
Send
Mhm.
me
I
a
would
check.
never be able to tell that man no.
Right.
No?
Right.
For what? Like, you
Okay.
understand what I'm saying? This is Chris Brown. Like, you know what I'm saying? I would never be able to. So I cannot do it. I wouldn't be able to do it because, baby, I'll be out here looking like a whole clown. I'll be like, what's his name? Kanye's girl, just walking around naked
Especially
because he
at the
said
meet
so.
and
You know,
greets.
dumb stuff.
Oh my God.
You know what
Let
I'm
you
Not
find out Chris
Bianca.
Brown holding
cool?
some chick booty at the
Okay.
meet and greet.
So
But so
lesson
that
of the
goes
day:
into
do
the
not date Chris
attraction
Right.
part.
Brown.
Come in
Don't
So
there
then
date
trying
it's
to
Chris
knock
Brown.
somebody out.
Right.
attraction is a factor as well, not just love being an impairment, you know?
Yeah,
Mhm.
because
Because
you're
a lot
so
of the
it's
times,
like so in love.
I think once you get past the initial lust for a person, that's when the impairment goes away. We all attract to
yeah.
somebody in the physical
Nah, I don't
first.
know.
I
Nah, I
sometimes
didn't.
Wait,
I
I
hold
think
up,
didn't.
I'm
hold
gonna
up,
be
hold
so.
up,
real
wait, wait,
though.
wait,
That's
I'm gonna
not
be so
my
real.
that's
wait,
not
You
my
could be
experience.
fine.
I ain't
And
experienced that.
if you open,
Uh-uh.
listen,
Little bubble
if
pop
you're a
out.
very attractive male and you open your mouth and say some crazy crap, I don't care how fine you is. I'm leaving.
I mean,
Yeah, you
but
know
I'm
again,
what?
that's
not.
But what
you
if you
though.
were?
You're
What
I
if you
know.
was
I'm
strong.
already?
speaking, but
But
I'm
lust,
speaking on
lust is
my. I'm
more
speaking
than
for
just your
myself.
looks, though.
I'm saying
Right.
I'm speaking for me. I can't speak for everybody else, but I do know there are people that. Well, I'm gonna say this. I feel like men will accept a woman's character being trash if she looks a certain way and he can front in front of his boys and be like, "Yeah, I'm hitting that." You know, it's more like a status thing. Like, no, I don't care how fine you is.
Sweetie.
some
Men
men.
I
don't do
said
That's
that.
her
I
opinion because
feel,
some men
I
have
That's
feel
her
before
Them be
people
boy.
start
opinion.
getting
Them
upset.
be
certain men
boys.
have.
Them be
Yeah,
That's her
grown boys
no,
that
I
do
feel
that.
opinion.
that way too about certain
I
I'm
men.
really
sorry.
do. I feel like, oh,
I
you
don't
would
think it's
take
boys. I just think that they don't have standards. They're men.
right.
That's
They're
what
just
I'm
men with no
saying.
standards. That's all that is. They're just a
If you
Or their
got
man and they
standards
don't
is
have
standards,
real
you got
standards and they don't
shallow.
morals.
have
If you got
boundaries.
morals, then you are on the path
Yeah.
of a man.
Yeah,
When you
but
got
your standard
morals,
might
But why
be
we
your
over
I
here
mean,
standard
trying to
might
say
morals
be
is
like
looks.
morals
subjective.
and standards
So
got to be good or bad? Those are
no,
it's
morals.
standards, and
it's
those
not.
Your
people are
Hold
good or
on.
standard
bad.
might be
It
that you
ain't
want a
about.
chick that
Hold,
looks a certain way so you can ride around and be like, I got the
hold up.
hottest
Yeah,
chick on the block.
Right.
Like
I
Not
agree.
every.
that might be your standard.
That might be your
Not
And
standard.
that might be for a woman too.
exactly.
She might accept a man
Exactly.
that's attractive, got money, he treated like crap, but she just want to front in front of her girls and be like, oh, yeah, I
Then
got the
let her
top
be.
And
man.
her morality might be he got the bread.
That's what I'm
And that's what
saying.
I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. It's not about. It ain't about no. Oh, good morals, bad. No,
Right.
everybody
Take care
morals
of
is
me. He's a
gonna be on
provider.
different point. All I'm saying is find somebody that's on the same moral page as you,
Hmm.
because only
Yeah.
you know yourself. And when you know
Same as you.
yourself, you know
Yeah.
what you not gonna settle and what you gonna put
But
up
a lot
with.
of people don't realize what that looked like.
Then they gotta learn that
Right. They
shit
think
That's
that
why
you're
you
just
themselves.
call them
supposed
homeboy.
to. No,
That's why you
some
That's
call
what I'm
people
them
saying.
think
Love,
homeboys.
some
love
people think they're
algorithm.
supposed to accept certain things because of the person that they want.
Mm, that's called entitlement right there.
No, it's
Mm-hmm.
called
No, how
settling.
you entitled? That's not
No,
entitled.
opposite.
It's
I was like, that's
settling.
the opposite because they're accepting something because of who you are, and I feel
Right.
like yeah, that was what you would
If
accept
you
this,
gotta make
so I'm gonna
somebody do
accept this
something to
to be with
No,
accept
you.
this
you,
isn't. This is
That's
the
not.
opposite. We're talking
No,
about
it's
the
the other way
opposite.
around.
or it's the
It's
other
Yeah.
way
not they accepting it.
around.
Yeah.
It's
Okay.
only accepting it because they think that
It's
they have
still entitlement then. They feel
to
like
be
they
with you.
entitled to you as a person. Man, fuck that.
No, 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 no.
No,
What I'm
no,
saying
no,
is
no.
like,
That's,
okay,
you're
so
not
let's say,
understanding.
yeah, let's say that Denise is dating Chris Brown, right? And she wants a monogamous relationship, right? But he's
Hmm.
Chris Brown. And Chris Brown is going to do what Chris Brown want to do, right? She might accept that because she wants to be with Chris Brown. She don't want to lose Chris Brown. So
Right.
therefore, she's going to accept his behavior because of who he is. You see what I'm
Okay,
saying?
you talking about from that perspective then.
Yeah.
Man, look, get the fuck on somewhere with that shit. Move on. Shit.
But we
I
do
don't
these
care if
things
it is
as
crazy.
adults. We do these things as
Thing
adults
is,
and we
like you're
don't
saying
realize.
too,
Oh yeah, you're right. And you're right
but
about that. We sure
yeah,
do.
but you also said some shit like after the initial shit wears off, like they would not do that, right? But I
Eventually
don't know if y'all
somebody
ever heard of like, you ever heard of either pimping or a dom or anything else that say once you get their mind, you have their body.
Absolutely.
Have you ever heard
That's
that?
that's a fact.
okay. You know,
Yeah.
game is
So,
sold, not
so
It's
if you
told
get
mental
on here.
somebody
warfare out here.
mind, yeah, if you have their mind, you'll have their body. So after that initial whatever wears, it don't matter because they're in your mind, right? And so to get
Mhm.
somebody out your mind takes a lot longer than to get them away from your body
That
because
is
you're
super
fighting
facts.
yourself
Facts.
Right.
away from
That
them.
part. That part. A
You
part
got
of
to
you
fight
wants you to be
yourself
with
And
to
them,
get
that's
away
why
from
it
them. You
takes
got to
so
fight
but
what
you
long.
you
know it's
feel like
bad
you
for
want.
you.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you yourself are like, damn, I gotta stop. I can't just keep. I can't. You keep saying it to yourself how you can't keep doing this, but the minute they call, what you doing? You up? You shuffling? You?
You
Oh,
sitting
I gotta.
there
I'm
on the
about to go.
way.
I'm about to. I gotta get there. Right? Because why? Because they
OMW.
call. You know.
Cause you know
You know what I'm
that
saying?
you're
On the way.
gonna
Exactly. You gotta go.
you is not
You
going
feel and
nowhere.
you even
Hit him
feel
with
it.
the
You feel like you have to. Like you
OMW.
feel like you want to.
So
Like you
therefore
feel like
you
you
are
want to get there.
severely
You want
impaired
to
and
do
you're
it.
making bad
Yeah.
decisions.
Is
Because
this why
that's what
social
impaired
media has
means.
It's past that part. It's past that whole part of just being lust in them. You done did this for years, and you're telling yourself, "Ah, man, the next time he call, fuck that. I'm not doing
is,
nothing." And as soon as
is
he
this the
call, you
reason?
feel the need to go. Yeah,
Right.
you have to.
Is, is
So
this the
can I?
reason why social media has normalized toxic relationships then?
Well, yeah. Can I read the definition of impaired? Definition of impaired is the state or effect, or a faculty functions being weakened or damaged. A loss of parts or physical mental ability, such as ability to see, walk, or learn. That's what it means to be impaired. So if love is is giving the loss of being mentally weak, being physically feeling like you got to do something, then yeah, you might be impaired. Are you damaged in this relationship? You may be impaired. You
Okay.
know.
Okay. Look, I'm gonna say this. 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 Okay. When we talking about love,
Yes,
love
and
don't
love
make no
being
mistake.
impaired.
Love don't make no mistake.
What?
Look,
What?
you gotta think about it. You gotta think about it. Hold on. Hold on. Because when you talk about love, that is the purest form of yourself loving, like giving to somebody else. You know what I'm saying? When you get with the wrong person, that's not love. I'm gonna keep it a buck. You may love
That's a different
because love
level of love.
because love is what, a two-way street. It's not a one-way street.
That's not okay. I'll let you finish. Then I want to respond to
Yeah.
you
Yeah,
because
I
Okay.
just
love is actually a chemical reaction that you have and only you feel. Someone completely hates you and you can still love them, and that's possible. I mean,
And
you
they
have
could
Stockholm,
pretend to love you and you think they
Stockholm
love you.
syndrome is a thing. Um,
Is that love or is that
Love is a
Stockholm
chemical
syndrome?
reaction. Dopamine, serotonin, oxytocin, norepinephrine. Excuse me. I know it. I did a podcast called "The Chemistry of Love" where I was breaking it down, and how people do crimes of passion, and I'm just a nerd, so I just broke it down all the way to the science. Um, but it is something that only you feel, because exactly what you said. We have a man who's cheating on a woman every day, beating her, and doesn't care about her, and knows that she loves his dirty draws and would do anything for him. And he's there just to take advantage of the situation. And
Right.
it's not a two-way street in that instance. And the love that she feels isn't not real. Go ahead.
Okay, so I'm gonna say this. Right. I understand the scientific definition, but science don't. Science loves to disprove the spiritual and the energetic aspect of these things because, from my opinion, okay, yes, love does activate chemicals in the body, but that's because it accesses a frequency in the body as well. Because the body does run off of frequencies. What I'm saying is that love is the frequency. It is when two people can come together on that same frequency and to be in balance with each other. If one side is giving more than the other and the other is just taking, that's when it's no longer love in that point then. And what I'm saying now is that when we dealing with today's world, we dealing with people who are just going based off of the initial and not digging deeper and investigating into the frequency of that person or that vibe or whatever.
Can I redefine what you said? And
What's going on? Yeah. Go ahead.
What you said is actually correct, but I think if we look at it in terms of healthy love and unhealthy love,
right,
that's what you mean. You're saying that love has to be two people who are, both feeling each. That's not what love is. But that's an unhealthy love. I mean, that's a healthy love that you're speaking of. An unhealthy love was the one that I was talking about, where it's imbalanced and it's one-sided. So everything you said still stands and is correct if we just go under those terms.
But what about the love where they both are in love with each other, but they just make stupid decisions?
Yeah,
they both just too.
One person may actually love the person, and another person may love what that person does for them.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? It's still a two-way street there. So.
The bottom line is this, though. When we talking about conversations like this, it depends on the person themselves and what they're looking for in their love. You get what I'm saying? There's no definite definition of love because everybody's going to. You got motherfuckers who will sit here and cuss each other out all day and still sleep in the same bed like nothing goddamn happened. That's their version of love. There's no definite one, love that we all can just follow. Everybody's different and unique in their ways. So I'm not gonna sit here, I'm not gonna sit here and say, "Oh, y'all gotta love each other like this and do this for each." Nah, fuck that. Nah, that's bullshit. That's excuse my language, but that's shenanigans. So A1, you 100% right. It just depends on how that person wants to be loved at the end of the day. Then
I'm only 100% right because you're 100% right. And I think this brings up the conversation of love, because I was agreeing with you. That's why I said that. I think this brings up the conversation of love languages too, because what can seem like an imbalance may not be. One person's love language may be receiving gifts, where the other person's love language may be touch, feel, or quality time, something like that. And then that's how things can balance. Everybody's getting what they need. So like you said, it does depend specifically on the person, and there is no one vision or definition of love or how it should go.
Right.
I mean, yeah, but that's just like when I talk to people about like loving somebody, right, for who they are, okay? And I talk about how it can't be done like one way because, if somebody has a trait, right, that I don't like, I more than will stop talking. I'm not going to try to change the trait. Where most people will try to change the trait because they just want to keep talking to them, which will lead to resentment down the line. But if you love them, you don't You're gonna let them be who they are, right?
Right.
Mm, yeah, you're right. You're right. Because that's the thing about it. Time heals physical wounds, love heals emotional wounds. Bottom line. So
Mm.
if you nurture somebody through love, it's two ways it can go. Either they're going to continue to be themselves and be that grouch, or they're going to eventually mend those wounds that has been, opened up on them since who knows when.
That depends on how much work they've done on themselves.
That part, see,
Because I have tried to love broken people. And the problem with that is that they don't always see that your intentions are good. They don't always see it that way. You know what I'm saying? They
Mm.
will, their perception because of whatever trauma they've been through, they don't see that you're trying to love them or nurture them. They see it as like, I gotta defend myself. I gotta hurt you before you hurt me. You know what I'm saying? Some people are comfortable with, like, if I'm affectionate and you never had an affectionate woman before, and I want to hold your hand and I want to kiss you and I want to hug you and all that stuff. I just want to be around you. You might be like, ugh, please go away. Like, my last girl just left me alone and let me do what I want to do, and I'm trying to love you. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know. It depends on what you're what you're really ready to accept based on the work that you've done on yourself.
or you could hit my Instagram up, you know what I'm saying? Seafood, true food, you know what I'm saying? Let me stop
I'm
playing.
really done. Now he just plugged, and I just
Right.
said that so
Now you
eloquently.
did
Oh my God.
it.
Like,
Wow.
or I mean, if you want to
Just
feed a player,
like
hey,
a
hey, if you want to
Negro.
feed me for
I'm
free,
clowning. I'm
Yo,
I
clowning.
mean,
I'm clowning.
Just like a Negro. Lord Jesus.
He just put
You
his
gotta
bid
look,
in.
look. Y'all gotta
oh,
have comic
let
relief
me
sometimes. You heard
let
me?
me let me read
Yeah.
what
Nah, but
Paul said
I
in the
get 100%
chat.
what you're saying.
He said, "Love." Thank you, sir. He said, "Love is an impairment when doing the right thing with the wrong person, especially for the wrong reason." I agree with that,
Mm.
brother. At frequency. Uh, yeah. Okay. Shout out, Paul. Thanks for tuning in.
But yeah, bless be. No, you're right because before you can love anybody else, who you gotta love
Yourself.
Yourself.
that
yourself.
Every
part.
time.
And
That
I think
part.
a lot of the
Yourself.
problems that the ladies were talking about actually comes from a lack of self
Ooh.
love because
That part.
Yeah. A lot of
that
us don't
I
love
agree.
love
ourselves.
yourself, you won't accept certain things. Like,
I
Hmm.
agree. Well,
because
I think it's because we're taught that we have to be in competition with other women, and there's not enough like nurturing around building us up about who we are, what sorry, excuse me, who we are, and being an individual. You know what I'm saying? It's like we're all lumped into one ideal woman, and we're all competing for the same men instead of saying, no, you can be smart and beautiful, or you know what I'm saying, you can be independent or and be interdependent. Like, when we're growing up, the messages that we're getting is not self-love. It's more so like, well, how are you going to get a husband and have kids? You know what I'm saying? So I think that's a lot of it.
Mm.
Right.
ooh, that's deep.
Yep. And
That's
we
deep. 'Cause I
also
got a
taught to
daughter, so
please
you
our
making me think
husband.
about her and like what type of energy I should be pouring into her.
Yeah, because like our whole lives, like I can tell you right now, as a 36-year-old woman, I'm not married and I don't have kids. Society look at me like, I mean, you got a whole group of men telling women, if you don't have this by 40, you've hit the wall. You know what I'm saying?
No, they said
Like,
35.
oh, I'm sorry, 35. My bad.
Yeah. You
You
got a
know,
couple years.
there's a lot of sexism and
You on the
misogyny mixed
wall,
in.
Lynn. You on the
I'm
wall.
on the wall, baby.
You
I'm
own it.
on the
You are on the
wall.
wall.
What wow.
Hold on,
I'm
y'all.
standing next to you then.
Paul said,
Let me stop. Let me stop.
Paul said
All right.
because
Paul did say something.
he's saying because of who they are, can or will be a detrimental to themselves. Allow them to continue down that path of destruction. Yeah, you one of them toxic ones, Paul.
Nah. Hold
It's
on.
not
Wait,
for
wait.
you.
But what was he?
It is
I
not
was a
for
little
you
confused
to
at
allow.
what he was
Nah, because what
responding
Paul's
to.
saying is if you really like somebody, you're not
He's
gonna let them
talking
destroy
about
themselves.
Um, not that
I
it
have a
hasn't
question for the
changed.
fellas when y'all are done.
Everybody's
Okay,
talking. I think.
can I? Oh my God,
Everybody's
damn.
talking at the
I
same time. We
no,
gotta
I'm
get it
sorry.
together.
I'm
I'm
just saying I want
gonna
to.
read the comment and
My
say what
bad.
the hell. Oh, you can't allow somebody to or to not be themselves and call it love. That is toxic because you feel like they shouldn't do this and you feel like it should be this way. You want them to change, and you're not going to allow them to continue being who they are, doing what they want to do because you claim to love them is toxic because they're a grown person and they're going to be in who they want to be. And changing it for you is not going to help them at all. But that would be the toxic stuff we're talking about. If they were so in love with you that they tried to change a whole lot of stuff and do things that they would normally not do, um, and then at some point it doesn't work out, then they're going to be feeling like, who am I, and where have I been for this past however long that I was with this guy?
And he said, "No, I said you won't let them."
Yeah, you can't let somebody do anything. You're not in charge of them. They're their own person.
True. And 9 times out
Hmm.
of 10, you kind of knew all that shit when you dealt before you even got to that point, and you consented to,
Yeah, but now he's saying, "Well, I love you." When you fell in love with them, they had this trait, and
A
then you're
lot,
saying
but
that
you can't.
you
Yeah,
talking about allowing. You can't allow
you
somebody to
can't.
be themselves,
They're a human being. Like they
He
make their own
says
choices.
allowing them to self-destruct isn't love.
But
right?
if they
But you're
how can
not
choose to
you
allowing.
self
stop?
destruct, how can you?
You stop them. Like, you could choose to not deal with them. You could remove yourself, but they're still going to destruct them, be destructive if that's what they choose to do for themselves.
I
Right.
see a lot of
That's
men think
true.
like this. They think that you, like, they think that love is like this. I don't know.
That's
So, do
because
I got a
Self
question?
destruct. Like
Is
that's
you about
you
because
to,
will.
men will
or
literally
Blessed
stick.
B had a question?
Oh yeah,
What
Bless
you
the Bee had a question. She had a
But she
question.
just
But I got a question though. So, there was a thing in social media where they said that women over fantasize love, and it comes across like maybe that's the other way
most definitely 100%.
around. Maybe men fantasize love more than women do.
I think that they both do it the same. I don't think it's. I don't think that is more. I think they both do it the same. It's just that men usually fantasize love as possession.
Oh, girl. Oh,
Mm.
finger snaps.
Nah, you hit that one right there, child.
Yeah, she did.
Okay, I'm gonna just let that slide. I'm gonna let y'all go with y'all.
What you got to say about
Not you
that?
gonna
What you
let
got?
it
I ain't got
slide.
nothing. I ain't got nothing to say. Everybody has their own definition
They just started
Oh,
amen
we
in this
got
shit.
a
of these things.
we
That's
got
all
a
I'm gonna say.
new
Okay.
we
Okay.
got a new person.
What's
Welcome.
Paul?
Who hurt you?
Yo, what's good?
Hello,
Hi.
Here
What's
we
who
good?
go.
hurt
What's
Hello, who hurt
you?
you?
what's
Who?
good?
Who
What's good?
hurt you?
Okay, so that's my question. Who hurt you? That's
Who
what I
hurt
ask a
you?
lot of y'all. That's what I ask a lot of y'all. Who hurt you?
Hey.
So
Oh
so
my
so let
God.
me let
UFO.
me um let me elaborate on the
Yeah.
allow that everybody's triggered by and the key word everybody's latching on to. When I say allow, that's a loose term, loosely speaking, for lack of a better term. Maybe one of you can come up with one and we'll use that. But for now, let's go with the allow, okay? Allow me to use that term. If you love someone and you see that they're doing things, they have a potential to be so much better, and they are trying, but they're also doing foolish things that are detrimental to themselves. You who love them would not allow them to continue down that path of destruction without at least trying to let them know that they're doing destructive things. So don't fight me about the word allow because you know exactly what I mean when I say it. Therefore back to detrimental love being um uh, 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 a problem, or I forgot the title, excuse me. If Let me look at what's the title again, refresh my help me out here, what's the title again?
Can
Is
love be an
love an
impairment?
impairment?
Right, an impairment. Again, if you guys were talking about uh if one person loves someone and the other one really doesn't, yes, that's an impairment because you are blinded by this person's inability to show you love and affection and a kindness, a gesture, and then taking advantage. Yes, you can be. It can be an impairment. You can be an impairment. I mean, it's like you, you back to what I'm saying. If someone is has makes bad choices and you don't do nothing, but you love them so much, you let them be them. You let them fall, make mistakes, lose money, lose a job, but you letting them be them. You're letting them be them because you love them so much. You've impaired that person because now they can't love you properly because they're making too many mistakes. And while you're loving them, your whole life involvement with them is falling apart unless you're strong enough to hold it all together.
Why would you still be there? I'm not.
Exactly my point. Exactly my point.
You
So
still love them.
Is that
therefore,
lack of
if
self
you love
love?
that person, you're going to do everything you can to try to make sure that that person
No, I'm
is on
not.
the straight. I didn't say anything about changing them. I didn't
No,
see
I'm
you
not
said
even gonna
changing,
do that. If you're not
but
Okay.
on
you're
that
not
shit, have a good
you're
day.
not letting me. You're too busy arguing change. I ain't said nothing about
I'm
change.
not talking about
I
change. I'm
said
talking about leaving.
Wait, wait, wait,
I
wait,
said
wait, 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 wait. Hold on. Let me put it in. Let me put it in different terms for you, because what my boy is saying is, if you see, let's say something happened in your relationship and your partner get depressed, right, and he fall into that state of depression, are you just gonna up and leave him in that depression, or are you going to actually try to bring him back up? That's what he's trying to say.
Are you talking about a partner?
Well,
If
if you
I
love
thought
somebody
we were
somebody, is that not your
talking.
partner?
if
No,
somebody's
I'm not
depressed,
leaving.
if somebody's depressed,
That's what he's saying. He's
I
not
would
saying
help them as
allowing
much as they
somebody
would
like,
help
oh,
themselves.
I'm not
I
finna
would help
allow you
them
to do
as
this
much.
because
I
I
would help
said
them
so.
as
He's
much as
saying
they would help
allowing.
themselves, and I would leave though, and I could still help you with your depression. I don't have to be down there with you. You don't have to. If you're going to drag me down, right? I'm not going to come down.
We're not talking. Hold on,
But what I
hold
would
on.
do is leave and still be there, because for whatever reason, people think that to love somebody means that you just have to be in it with them. I can still love you from over here. I don't have to love you
honey.
at the
Let me ask you a
depression with
question.
you.
Let me ask you a question. Let's say you dating somebody, y'all about 2, 3 years strong, right? And his mama passed away. You gonna up and leave him?
It depends on how he
Yes,
deals with
I'm
it.
leaving.
Yes.
It depends on how he
I'm
deals with
just
it.
kidding. No, no, I just wanted
It
to add a little
depends.
humor in.
It
Add a little
depends.
humor.
That's funny.
Okay, maybe I. It depends
But
on
that's
how
what
he
he's saying.
lives with. It depends on how he deals with it and whether I will leave.
Honey,
What do you?
honey, baby. Let me tell you. Don't nobody know what depression feel like till that somebody pointed out to them in the first
And
place.
I'm
Let's keep
saying
it
it
above.
depends on how he deals with it and whether I would leave or
Right, which goes to my
But
point about self-destruction. And at some point, we don't know how far that self-destruction is going, but we know it's happening or we can see it. And at some point, either you're going to try to stop it before it gets too far, or you're just going to sit back and let them go through it and let
Right.
them be them. And now, oh, I'm tired of
leave.
it.
And you'll leave. You care what
But you
you
see what I did? I
leave.
just drew. I just
You
Yeah,
keep
I knew
acting like
what
you
you were
won't sit
saying,
there with
who
them while
hurt
they're
you.
going down it. No, you're gonna leave while they're going down that road. If they are going down this road and they can't hear nothing else, they can't see nothing else, I'm not walking down it with you. I'm gonna be gone.
right. So at
Right.
that point, before you allow that, what do? You don't allow it because you just are you saying that you would try to stop them before it gets too far gone? So
With
now
what?
you agree with my allow. We will not allow it until we can't
No,
do
I'm
anymore.
going
But we will
to
do the best how sweetie, let me finish it though. We will not allow it as long as we can. I agree with you. My statement still stands. You will not allow it. until it gets to a point where you can do no more. But you will, if you love someone, try to prevent that from happening. Period. That's all I'm saying.
I'm not trying to do any of that. And that's what I'm saying. I don't know what you don't understand about what I'm saying.
I heard everything you said, sweetie, and I'm going to leave it at what I said.
I was with my ex. A man got shot up, right? Emptied a clip in his ass in front of my face. Went to the hospital. I had to read. They had to put a do surgery to get his artery back together. Right? We might lose his arm. I already knew if he lost his arm, I was gone because I couldn't deal with that. He already was gonna be retarded as fuck if he lost his arm. I'm not about to deal with no mean ass, crazy ass armless nigga. No. So they fixed his arm. Right? I'm just keeping it 100. They fixed his arm. Had the little pins in his arm and shit, all that shit. Cool, right? But now he paranoid, right? Paranoid, looking over his shoulder all the time. Niggas start doing drugs. Nigga want to be all on coke and shit. Yeah, okay.
Oh yeah, nah.
Guess what?
Abort, abort,
Hey,
eject.
you understand what I'm saying? Because I understand that you being paranoid. I understand you being all of this stuff, and because of what happened, right? Because I watched it happen to you. Okay, I was there through the whole thing, through the surgery, through all that shit. But I'm not about to sit here and stay with that, and I'm not gonna go through trying to stop you from doing any of that because this is how you're choosing to cope with this, and you're gonna have to do that without me being there because I'm not gonna deal with that. So no, I'm not gonna try to stop that. I'm not gonna try to intervene in that. You're a grown ass man. I
So
was
you
there
gotta
up
remove
until
yourself from
I
that point
right, so
on.
I had to go. I'm not gonna try to stop you. It don't matter how much I love you, how much I feel about you. That's not my
That's
job.
a
Like,
that's a
do
that's
it.
a very
I
unfortunate
think
situation, but I was not referring to any extreme situation such as that.
It's
That
the
okay.
same
that
thing
that
with depression.
I was not referring to
That's why you
anything extreme as
Um
Let
being
me
can
shot
anybody hear
and
me?
losing your arm. But
Yeah,
go
we
ahead.
can hear
I'm gonna
you.
go on mute. Y'all go ahead.
Can anybody hear me? Or
We can
Yeah, we
hear you.
can hear
There's a
you.
crazy
yeah.
echo, but we can hear you.
okay. I couldn't hear myself.
You sound like
Sorry.
she in the gym.
I just want to say that I understand that, life is going to throw things at us and we might go through seasons of depression, especially when you're grieving a loved one, right? Um, at some point, though, you have to take ownership of your mental health. You can't trauma dump on someone and be like, well, I just don't want to do anything because I'm depressed. Well, I'm going to give you some time, but then I'm going to be like, okay, are you going to go to therapy? What can you do to help yourself get out of this depression? And if you still don't want to do that, I agree with Denise. I don't have to stay. I don't have to put up with your attitude because you lost your job that you worked at for 20 years and now you don't know what you're going to do. Like at some point you have to kind of like move on or try to move on. I don't think using it as an excuse is fair on your partner. And that comes with, again, being self-aware. Like if I know there's certain times of the year that I'm going to be depressed, then I'm going to tell you, we're going to discuss it. Maybe you might want to help me figure out some ways to make it easier. That's different. But if you're just like, no, I don't want to deal with life, I don't want to deal with you, I don't want to be present in my life, or like, why should someone, because you could be depressed for several years. So I'm supposed to just sit there and just take it because you're depressed?
I never said anything
No,
about
I'm
anybody.
asking questions. I'm asking
I
questions.
know,
This is not an attack.
right, and I'm addressing your question.
And can I
Because it
say a part?
seems that extremes are being brought to the table, and I've never said anything about an extreme. I'm simply talking about basic things of depression and maybe self-destructive behavior. Or maybe even self-destructive in the relationship where he might not be as attentive as he once was or should be. Those simple things. Now, all that other stuff you guys are talking about, you get no argument from me. My point is simple.
This
Again,
the
you
depression.
will do as much as you possibly can until you can't do anymore, is all I'm saying.
Yeah, nah. Maybe when I was like
Okay, cool.
19 or 20, and I was trying to give give everything and think you could fix somebody, but nah, not 2 years to get
Honey,
to
your
know you.
mic sound kind of low compared to everybody else's.
Okay. Well, because I usually sound loud compared to everybody else, so we turned it down.
Hey, honey, if you could hear me, because I don't know we could hear you, put your Instagram in the. Let me stop. Let me stop. Let me
Well,
stop
you know
playing.
what I'm saying is that I wouldn't leave. Like I would be gone. And a lot of people feel like if you leave, you don't love that person, but you do. You can still love them and be gone because you're looking at yourself and your mental health and yourself in this situation, right? And you are not there. You know what I'm saying? You want to leave because what? It's not a good situation for you. Right. And although I love you, I can't put myself in that situation. But that comes from learning from being impaired before in love and pouring so much and putting so much into somebody else, trying to be there and everything else that you're depleted. So then you learn to, okay, you know what I'm saying, this don't look like it's going the right way, or I don't really stuff and I need to take a step back.
Sometimes walking away and letting somebody like pick themselves up is the best thing to do.
Is it? Is truthful? Are you from New Orleans?
I mean,
Mm-hmm.
if the boat is drowning, are you
Oh
supposed to
wow.
go down with it? You know,
I would never. But at some point I
Wild
would have.
Tchoupitoulas
Like
from
when I
way
was
uptown.
All
younger.
right, honey. Did you? I had to. This StreamYard is being crazy. What did you? Did you respond to me?
Mm-mm. I
Oh,
didn't
okay.
hear you. You popped off.
like I had this one song I said I cut my left hand off to see my right hand make it. Like I don't want to go down with this ship if it's just going down. Like I'll try to save it though. I'll try to put the fires out. I'll try to open the sails to get us to shore. But you got to know when to hop in that life raft and haul ass sometimes.
Bill. Yeah, but then you also got the people that's like ride or die. And are you supposed to be down? And love, you know what I'm saying? Like you got all of that. So people feel like,
Yeah, it's an expectation that no
yeah, when
matter
you
what.
leave, it's like you gave up on it. You gave up on
Yeah.
love. You gave up on love. You gave up on everything. And you know what I'm saying? So people will stay in longer because they don't want to be that person that give up or that leaves. But it's like, oh well, what am I supposed to do? Because honestly, when I left old boy after he was, after we went through all of that, it was hard for me because I'm thinking like, you're not supposed to do that. You with somebody and they go through some traumatic event or some kind of crisis. People, yeah, they get demonized for leaving people who have cancer, right? Or somebody who got real sick and they, what I'm saying, they got mean or something, and somebody wants to leave, you get demonized for leaving and for choosing something else. So then people stay longer in other situations because they don't want to be that person that leaves when shit gets bad or leave when, what I'm saying, times are rough. But then it's like, well, how much rough times are you going to deal with
Hey, I'm gonna
out of
put it
love?
like this. I'm gonna put it like this. Them motherfucking vows say through thick and thin. That's
Oh,
all
that's
I'm gonna say.
marriage. That's marriage. We ain't talking about marriage.
Yeah, man, if y'all talk about that damn,
I
if y'all
do
talk
think
about
leaving
Love
somebody because
talking
they're
still.
through
ill
his
is
eyes,
kind of messed
nah,
up.
nah. If it ain't marriage, it ain't love. I'm gonna be
No,
honest with
there's
you.
people
That's a
that
lie.
they. I
Nah,
think
I'm not.
leaving
No, you
somebody
right
in
though.
their because they're sick is not something they can help. I think that's not right. Me
I mean,
personally.
Till
what if you
death
can't
do.
deal with it though?
You
I'm
don't
thinking
gotta be
about
married.
marriage. So my bad. My bad.
Well, you could be married. You don't gotta be paper married, but you could have that type of commitment with someone.
Hmm.
You know. So there is that. So if you're saying if you don't have that type of commitment with someone, then it really is not nothing because you're not building towards that. That's understandable.
But to love someone to your detriment, how is that love?
Nah, if it start
That's you
bringing
putting
you
your
down,
love. You're putting your love for somebody else over your own.
nah. Because if you not doing the things you used to do, like if you not maintaining your good habits, then yeah, it's a problem. If you see that he's sitting there if your partner over there binge watching TV and just eating 4 boxes of pizza, and they casually bringing you into eating 4 boxes of pizza, nah, bro, you gotta go. You got to go.
Thanks for coming, Paul.
Expound on that, please. Give me a specific.
No, I don't. What do you mean? Like I thought that was a
Other than the eating, you talking about like getting fat?
man. If your partner out here doing crack, shit, you gonna do crack with him?
Stop it.
I might eat with him. I'm not gonna lie. I
Big back, big back,
might.
big
I'll
back.
be
Hey,
that.
look, hey, it be like that sometimes. Shoot,
I
I
got a
just
question
think
for
that I
everybody.
don't think there's like like a one size fits all. Clearly, I mean, it's levels to everything. You know what I'm saying? If I see that you're trying and you're really trying, I'm probably I'm gonna be more understanding than someone that's just gonna, sit in the house all day with the curtains drawn and, because that's not that's not healthy. You know what I'm saying?
yeah, no, you're right, Bless B. Because even then, like you doing that. Let's say you do close the curtains and you lay down with them, right? And you use those words of affirmation to get them back on their feet, right? That's a whole nother subject. But I'm telling you, if they doing crack on the on the couch and nah, bro, you got to go.
Well, drugs is different.
Yeah, I think there's a lot of extremes going on right now, and
That
it's
Yeah,
sure
I think
is.
that's a
That
different
sure is.
scenario. Because
He said,
usually
"Run it
people
out
are.
the 4 box."
Well, it's kind of is, but kind of isn't because we're talking about being impaired, which means that you're making
but
un
damn, do you gotta be a
illogical
judge?
like you have become so weak and like the disillusion that you are like just doing anything. You're not making sound decisions.
Sometimes that just could be an
Okay, can I give
emotional
an
response.
example?
Go ahead.
What did you say, Ivor?
Okay, like I said, can I give an example? A, a lot of times when women make impaired decision, it doesn't mean that things is going wrong in the relationship. But let's take one of our brothers from back here, for example, right? He introduces his girl to this BDSM lifestyle. And as she, explore this lifestyle with her man, she's doing it because she thinking, oh, this is a part of our mate bond or whatever. You get what I'm saying? Trying to please this man. But as time go on, she started to realize like, hey, this is not for me. This is not something that I want to do. But she still found herself engaging in certain practice that was uncomfortable for her, right? And these are not her desires. This is her partner desires. But now she done got caught up in it. And while she's caught up in it, that cause like emotional conflict within yourself. And then it's like I can also hear out the things he was telling us that she was saying. Um, Pretty much, she like you alienated herself, like telling your friends and family what's going on. They not approving of it, and you somehow ashamed. You get what I'm saying? So now you depending on him for emotional support. It's a lot that come along with it. I don't want to just keep on going all the way off
Yeah,
the
because
wall,
that's
but
even like when people just have threesomes for their man. Yeah, they
right,
want that. You know how many women done did that?
right.
Whole threesome had a whole nother woman in the bed, and now you're mad.
Mhm.
Sometimes they go off in the middle of the threesome, right? Because you ain't want to do it anyway. You did it because you were just in love with him, and that's something he wanted to do.
Right.
But that's
So
on her, for
I
real.
was I was finna say that, but
That's
I ain't
because she
wanted to
was
be,
in love.
super
That's their
harsh
argument
with
in
my
but
thing.
it
love.
I'm like, but
is.
She did
I
it
It
mean,
because
you
of
have
is.
your
love.
you have a right to change your mind, And
Absolutely.
you know, I don't want to say that, but it's like there's a way to go about it. Be like, look, this is uncomfortable. I thought I wanted to do this, but it's just not for me. Versus crashing out because you made a decision
But
that
you didn't know how it would make you feel. You thought that, y'all was in
no, I
love and that you
understand. I
didn't
get
keep
that.
in
But
mind, and then you
everybody
got
got a right to retract.
blindsided
So
by your own feelings.
Yeah, that's why I
Right,
said
but
you have
a
a right
lot
to
of
change your
times,
mind, but is it right to cuss him out because you agreed to something? You know what I'm saying? Like, nah.
yes,
Oh,
no,
yes,
no.
because you shouldn't have
no.
asked me no shit like that anyway. So
You shouldn't have
Me.
agreed.
You shouldn't have
You
agreed.
said yes. So he's
that's a
like, all
part of
right.
that's a part of the impaired, making these decisions.
I will say this.
If
There are
it was
some
me,
men
I
that
wouldn't
that
have.
know that their women will probably say yes to them and they won't object and
Hmm.
they use that to their advantage. Now that's
Hmm.
different.
Now think how many times you women then use your impairment of a man to get what you want. So
Excuse me?
Ooh.
yeah.
Kick
Ooh.
her off the panel. Kick her off the
Ooh.
panel.
Like, baby, can you just do this for me, please?
No. Bet them little eyelashes. She
Nah,
starts
maybe you
spitting
do some
all
tricks or
wet.
something to get his mind in a different impaired state.
I
Right.
mean, you
You
can, but I'm
know,
just
so
saying,
it
a
only
lot
works
of
Let
for
me
y'all,
repair
time,
your
huh?
judgment. So,
a lot of time when women make
Oh
these
no,
impaired
boy.
decisions, it's not under bad circumstances. Like the relationship is good. You're not making these decisions while things are bad.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
you're not. It just becomes bad because you got so used to following.
Hmm.
And so you don't see where the road is taking you. So you
And a
just
lot of
start
well,
doing shit.
yeah,
that comes
and
with the
That,
trust,
and
the
and
blind
people
trust.
elevate. People grow in relationships also. So when you growing into who you are, it's like, now hold up now. I don't
boy,
let
get
you
the
ride with
baby.
this, but no more. And a lot of times people don't respect that because it's like, well, you've been doing it, but people don't
True.
realize people grow.
Oh Lord,
Oh,
you
all
got
right. So
Sean up here. Oh God.
it's when you at the exit and you're like, you know what? I don't want to be here. I don't like it here. I want to bounce. And they, try to use the impairment that they pin on you to make your ass stay. Then
Yeah,
that
and then
would
it's
be
like you
more
look
than
stupid
one
because you had chose to do these things.
right.
You chose
Hmm.
you chose to do all these things. You agree though.
That's what I
And
was saying. You can't be mad at
you're
somebody
like,
for something you
dang,
agreed to.
no,
I'm
Yes,
you
they
right.
agreed
weaponize your
impaired.
love.
You agreed because at the time you were impaired and
You
now you're
only
not.
feel that way
Well,
because you
then be mad
wasn't
at
the one that
yourself.
was impairing people
No,
or
I'm
But the
not
thing
impairing a
is, but the
guy.
thing is,
advocating for
you're
being
putting
in
the
love.
responsibility on someone else when you
No, I'm not.
agreed.
I'm putting it on the love. The
No,
love
not
made
you,
me
not you. I ain't talking to
retarded.
you. I'm not talking to honey.
Like I said, the love made me
I
retarded.
am not talking
Love
to
did
honey.
it.
Right,
Yo,
The love made me
I'm gonna be
stupid.
honest.
Not to
I'm gonna
start
be
doing
honest. I
things.
think that people like to blame love, but they really know what they be doing for real. Like you making stupid decisions, and you just want to be
You
like, but
do
I
know that
love
you're making
him.
stupid decisions because at the time
Hemis
it
keep
seems
asking
so
why is it an
right.
impairment? The lover boys in the chat, Big Hemi.
why is
Yeah.
the
Look,
love
we
and
everybody
Why
know
is
he
it an
is
impairment?
a
Love is
lover
why do
boy.
patient. Love
love
is kind.
why do love make you weak? Why do love make you vulnerable? Why does it tear down all your
Look at that. That's
walls?
it's
what
not
impairment
supposed to
is.
though. It's not
Yes,
supposed to.
let's go back to the definition.
The state
Why
or
can't
fact of a
love
faculty of function be or damaged.
Man, look, I'm trying to tell y'all. I'm trying to tell y'all, ladies. You attract
no?
what you are. Your partner is a reflection of you.
No, sir.
I don't
And
Who
that
think
just
believes
so.
means,
No,
that?
hold
sir.
on,
That's
hold
I
on.
don't
bullshit.
slam
Because this is the
niggas to
thing. Hold
that.
on. If you don't believe that, then that's cool then. All I'm
Mm.
saying is this. When you meet your reflection, that is the time for you to evolve into a better version of you.
But I've
That
never met
doesn't make any
somebody that
sense,
was my
sir.
reflection, and
Usually
I
you
like
attract
I
people
if
haven't
I
met
because
am
him.
if I like dominant people and I'm not that, right? They can't be a
right.
That's
reflection of
because
me.
you that's
I'm
They
not
because
can't be a
dominant. If I'm
reflection of
not
me. I
dominant,
don't
I
want to be.
can't. Right.
that's because there's something to learn from
No,
that
no,
dominant
sir.
person
You're
No,
to
you're
I don't
getting
better
it
want to
you
be
as
that.
a
confused.
I don't want
person.
anything that they did that they're doing. I want them to be
Okay
that.
then. Say the
I
same
don't want to
person
be
then.
that.
Most of the time, you meet the wrong person because you lack boundaries.
Yeah.
Okay,
That's what it
and
comes down to.
I
It's
don't.
not
I don't.
because
I don't
if
boundaries,
accept
I
that
right?
if I'm
either.
dating someone who
That's
is a
being
psychopath,
dirty.
that doesn't mean I'm a psychopath. Like what
Right.
you're saying is like I am exactly like that person, and that's not true.
No, but you might be a psychopath sympathizer though.
But then that you're not that though.
Are you a
Yeah, but
But
that
you're
doesn't
still
make
not a
you a
psychopath?
psychopath.
psychopath. Like,
That doesn't make you a psychopath.
like
I'm a
I
sympathizer.
mean,
It's
I'm
just like,
using
hold on, because
extremes
here's the
because
thing.
I
Here's
need
the thing.
because you usually have a masochist and a sadist together. Like
Right. We're opposites.
you don't have
Absolutely.
the same person.
It's
Now the
yeah.
people that are the same, yeah, do they get together? Like I think Amber Heard and Johnny Depp is probably the same person. You know what I'm saying? But I'm saying it's usually not the case.
You see what she did? She shitted on that nigga pillow. You know what?
I'm
I'm sure
just
he's done
saying,
many
when
things
you
to her too.
recognize your bad habits and your bad qualities and tendencies, and somebody else brings them into
But
your
it
life,
doesn't
you're not gonna
have to be a
notice
No,
them
bad
like
that's
that.
thing.
you have lack of
Truthful. It
boundaries.
don't have to be a bad thing just because
Mm-hmm.
it's
That's not what
bad
I'm
for
not
you.
talking about.
It might be
Boundaries.
good for her and it might be bad for
I'm
instance.
But you
I'm not
need
Let's
to
be
talk about
hold
boundaries because
on.
that's
I'm
Let's
the
not
be wait a
problem.
talking
minute.
about
Hold
boundaries. It's
on.
not
Wait a
about
minute. Let's
boundaries.
be
It's about
It
you as a
is.
person. It's about you as a
no,
If you
no,
lack
but
person.
you keep
And
boundaries, if you
let's
lack
be
self
okay, I'm about to do
awareness,
this. I'm about to just how about this? Y'all keep acting like because something is bad for somebody that it is a bad trait, period. And that's not true. It could be bad for you, but be good for the next person. It could be something that makes you tick. It makes this person feel safe. It could be bad for you. It might be something that triggers you because of whatever the fuck happened in your life, but it makes this person feel comfort. So just because it's bad for
Mm-hmm.
you doesn't mean that they are a bad person or that they have bad traits. It just means that it's bad for you. And y'all keep acting
Mm-hmm.
like because it was bad for you that the person themselves are carrying around bad toxic ass traits. And that's not necessarily true. Okay, you got
Mm.
I mean, beating up women is like a toxic trait. I don't know. That
it.
might work for some women.
So possession could be a toxic trait, and some people might like to be possessed. Some people might not like to be possessed. So there's that.
Right, you got people that want to be
Yeah,
whole slaves.
yeah.
but is that gonna help them
Yes.
be
So,
the best
oh, listen
version
to
of
that.
them though?
Yeah.
But is that
Oh,
gonna help
Lord.
them become the best version of them though? If you're
That's
not
who they want to
truly
be.
yourself.
Let's ask Keisha. She
Okay,
said,
no,
yeah.
you're right. If that's what they want to be, that's what they want to be then.
I love slaves.
I ain't got nothing to say then. If that's what they want
You
to be,
love
let them be
Right. And
that
like
slavery?
then.
if they want to be a
If
slave
they
and they
Mhm.
have
shit,
achieved
they
that, they have found a master that is,
that part.
doing
That
all their
part.
slavely things, then that's who they want to be.
That part.
Mhm.
Okay, shoot.
Even
I'm just
though
leave it
some
at that
people
then.
could I could never, you know, I could never, and I don't even understand it. But it ain't for me to understand because it's not my life. You know what I'm saying?
That part. That part.
Yeah.
I'm the dom because, baby.
You know what?
Mm-mm.
You was not that either.
Keisha, do you
I
mind sharing
appreciate
with
it.
us?
About liking slaves. Oh, I love slaves. I love someone that do what I tell them, how
You
I tell
like
them, where
slaves
I
or you
want
like
them.
being slave?
I
That's
like
a lie.
slaves.
Let that motherfucker do everything. Let that mug do
Oh, you like
everything you want him
slave.
to. You're gonna be
Okay.
like, God damn, can this nigga just chill out? Can you get some type of sentience on your own? Like, what you doing, bro?
Not her. Mm-mm. Me and her. That's why me and her don't.
Mm.
Hey, listen, me and her like two different
You
people.
didn't hear what
We
she
got two
said.
different types of people.
You didn't
Not
hear what
her.
she said at all. You didn't hear what she said at
No.
all, bro. It's her own. That motivates her. That's her
Mm.
thing. That's her hit. So if she's in full control of the situation, that gets off more than anything.
So it's wait, is that a kink or is that love?
That's a kink.
I think that's a
So that's
kink.
not
I'm
love
sure
then.
it will be love.
So
It's like
No,
like
no,
people
but
can
she's
explore
in
their
love with
kinks
the
and do
kink.
that.
She can be in love with the kink
Oh
because
A
that's
kink
yeah.
what
is a
that's
lust.
Mm-hmm.
the work. It's the work behind it. If,
Yeah.
if love is a verb, the work behind what it is she's doing, she loves it because it inspires it. She can nut from doing it. My bad. She can, you know what I mean? She can be fulfilled
Tell her how
in
it
the
is. Tell her
moment,
how it
Oh,
is.
this Sean P.
controlling the
This
situation.
Sean P.
That's
Old
all I'm
African
saying.
love himself, bro. Get on somewhere, Sean P.
No, he didn't. Who is this?
This Sean
Indigenous
P.
power.
Pan African. Let me stop. I
Indigenous
ain't gonna bring that
power,
over here. I ain't gonna bring that
Yeah,
Sean.
over here.
that's not no. This
I ain't gonna bring
conversation.
it over here. I ain't
Okay,
gonna bring it over.
thank you.
Anyway.
See his
Nah,
name.
I'm just saying.
Never
I'm just saying. If we talk about kinks and fetishes, I don't know. That's the whole different topic. I'm just saying.
How is it different? Why do you think it's different? Because of your understanding of it?
Because a fetish and a kink always deals with some type of sexual attraction. Doesn't deal with you
Does
know.
it?
It don't always deal with sexual
Does it?
attraction.
No, it's not.
It can be food.
It's
Okay,
not
if y'all say
always.
so.
Not
If
always
y'all say so,
sexual.
then.
Yeah, you can get sleepy on
It
That's why I
doesn't.
said
something.
it's your
Love too.
understanding of it.
If a person in love with someone, they have some type of sexual attraction to them.
Yeah.
Yeah, now you're right about that.
And they should be
But
fulfilling them kinks. Because if not, they're gonna probably go somewhere else at some point in
And
time.
go
I'm
get
just
their
telling
kinks
you.
fulfilled somehow, some way.
Yeah.
is pissing on somebody a
Yeah.
sign of love? Is that what y'all saying?
It
I
I
could
love
be
you.
for
Let
mean,
me just
I
piss
somebody.
on you real
I don't.
quick.
That's a
No, but
humiliation
if you
kink.
want to
Like
be
so,
urinated on,
right.
Yeah,
I
if
mean,
Somebody got a
somebody
deck
like
of
it,
grease
then
and
yeah.
cream. They got a
okay, maybe we
humiliation
just
kink.
seeing love in two
And they
different
might feel
perspectives
like
then. Because
somebody
when I
Just
loved
no
see,
them
DM
because they
cats,
did it.
I
bro.
Because
You
think
they
want
I
to
think
have
actually
I'm
some
did
seeing
it.
DM cats.
love on a different perspective of things is because when I think I love somebody, I'm thinking that we are equal and that we are in balance.
How is
So
that
if
not
that's
a
how,
Hold on,
balance?
so
That's
hold
something
on,
that you're
hold
willing
on.
to
Y'all
give it
gotta
to me.
ask him to define it. Y'all gotta ask him to define what his love is to him, because clearly he has a different definition and interpretation of what
and
love
look,
is.
and Sean P, I said that earlier. Everybody has their own moral compass. Everybody has their own definition of love and things. So it ain't
Yeah,
gonna help
but
me to
they can
define mine
misrepresent it
because
though.
it's just
It
because
do.
everybody's
It
gonna
help
have
me
their
help
own
me
definition.
understand you. It help me understand you though. If you define it the way you see the natural world, then it help me understand you. Because now I
Right.
can I can draw an honest conclusion based on your worldview, your experiences, and how you went through shit.
Right. But all I'm gonna say is, don't worry about me. Worry about yourself. No
See,
What?
but
disrespect.
see that, but that's the reason why in this conversation you're confused because we
No,
all
no, no, no,
know
no, no.
what we
Because here's the
talking
thing.
about.
Reciprocity, sir.
Hold on, hold
Reciprocity.
on, hold on, hold on. What I'm saying is this. Honey Clark's definition of love is not gonna be the same as Bless B. Bless B's love is not gonna be the same as Ivory Scale. Ivory Scale is not gonna be the same as Eight. It's never a definite thing because everybody is going to have their own definition of it. The reason I
Yeah,
decide not to say anything about it at this point is because we all are gonna have to we're all gonna say something about it. That's what I'm saying. So it's like, you
yeah,
know
but
what?
here's the thing though. Here's the thing. Because you give your definition and then there's other definitions and there's an agreement that has to be met on the term. Once we come to terms and we come to an agreement on the terms, then we all can understand how we're defining love. So, as an example, I only asked you your definition to understand how you see things and how that work needs to manifest in order for you to feel that in which you said love is. So if your definition is just not an action or a verb and it's just a feeling, then I'm gonna be like, well, that's not love. And then we gotta come to some either agreement or disagreement or agree to disagree
No,
about
we
how.
no,
Okay,
we don't. Because I
never
can
mind.
sit
I'm
here and
gonna go
say I
back on
like big
mute.
girls and you don't like big girls. You see what I'm saying? I love big girls and you gonna say I don't love big girls. We can't come to no agreement on that then.
I'm not gonna say that I don't love big girls.
But that's what I'm saying though. There's gonna be different things you like in a person that not everybody's gonna like
Yeah,
when
but
they
it's
seek
not
it in
love.
their
We're
own
talking
perspective.
likes.
But love shouldn't. I don't think it should be that though, right? It should be kind of a something that could apply across a board, right? If I think that love is accepting somebody for who they are, that means I'm accepting you for who you are, right? Good, bad, ugly, flaws, and all. I'm accepting you for who you are. And we gonna just relate on how we relate with who you are and who I am, and nothing's gonna change in that. And we're gonna keep it moving, right? And it don't matter what you look like, it don't matter what you understand what I'm saying? Because that's love to me, right? Now to somebody else, you might have to look a certain way for them to love you. But
Right.
then at some point it would fade. And so then does the love fade? Is love forever to you or is love conditional to you? Like you understand what I'm saying? Like some people
Right.
don't think that that unconditional love even exists, while some
So
does.
let me ask you a question. Let me interrupt. So, honey, this for the panel, because if I just make it specific, it's gonna look crazy. So, for the women on the panel, if a man loves to eat your, you know what, right? A man is performing, and he loves it, the work behind it, and the feeling that he gives you. Can't you tell if a man loves to do that versus a man who just doing it just to do it?
Absolutely.
What did he just say? He was breaking up a lot.
Basically, if a man loves to do something like cunnilingus, right? Um, can you tell the difference between somebody who loves doing that and somebody that's doing it because it's like something that they think you require when doing the act?
Absolutely.
So I was like, of course.
I disagree with that
And
because
then there's
I
the
I
feel
don't
third
like
option.
doing a
Okay, go ahead, Irie.
I don't
Go
like
ahead,
doing
Irie.
a particular act. Yeah, can y'all hear me? Can y'all hear me? Hello?
Yeah, we hear you.
Okay. So it's one particular act that I don't like doing, but I will do it. And when I do it, I do it pretty good, you know. I'm a perfectionist anyways. But however, it's not something that I do every day. Like,
I'm
because it's
fucking dead.
draining also. Yeah, it drains the shit out
That's
of you.
crazy.
But yeah. So I don't know. But when I do it like I love it.
Hmm.
And I enjoy when I do it. Don't get me wrong. It's not like I don't enjoy it, but I got to be in the mood to do it.
Well, yeah, but if when you do it, you're doing it like you enjoy to do it, then you enjoy it. Like
Yeah,
it's
I do
real.
enjoy
But
it
there
when
is
something
somebody
comes
that's
to
gonna do
If
that.
you
But
win,
it's some
if you win after you did it, you love doing it. You
right.
just
You
gotta,
love doing it. It's just
yeah,
when you want to.
yeah.
exactly.
But I'm talking about somebody that's literally doing it out of obligation, and it's like blah blah blah. When we gonna stop this?
Yeah.
No, I'm not doing none of that. If I don't like doing it, you're not getting it done. Now you can turn me on to some shit that I didn't know and I might like. But if I don't like it, no, we not. I'm gonna watch somebody else do it. Fuck that.
Yeah, but that's also between somebody who, let's say, you're having sex with them just to have sex, and you're having sex with them because they want you specifically, right? There's a difference in that too. Somebody call you up as a booty call, they just horny. It's a difference in that and somebody who's like, I'm horny for you particularly.
Mm-hmm. It
You know
is.
what I'm saying? It's
Mm-hmm.
a difference there too. But I don't know because, but then that also is the nuance when he, like Sean said, well, she loves slaves, right? That's
Mm-hmm.
something she loves, right? And that falls under the two when you say you love something somebody does for you, right? How do you know?
Mm-hmm.
Like sometimes you don't know that you don't know that that's what you in love with, right? You think it's them till the situation change,
Mm-hmm.
and then you be like, they can go.
But I don't think I would like or respect a man that let me dominate him like that. It's one thing to dominate a man in, you know, mild tone, but if he's just doing some degrading slave type stuff, I don't know if I could respect it ever.
Tell me when he piss on you, it's a whole different game. Let me stop.
I'm just
Well,
saying it
I
depends on
mean,
what
at my
nasty,
age,
degrading
a
things
man's
he's
not
doing.
urinating. He's not urinating on me because it's urine. It's not pee. It's not tinkle. It's urine. Old folks urine with the odor. So I'm good. But go ahead.
Hey,
Say.
some women like that shit. Like they just
I
piss
got a
on me. Like,
question.
what the hell?
I got a
What's up,
question.
Sean?
So what? Okay, so would people be misrepresenting what love is for attraction? As an example, we would say, I love the way, I love the way a woman keeps her nails and her toes done, right? Wouldn't it just be just basically an attraction, right? Versus like really what love is.
Well, I'm gonna be honest, Sean. I'm gonna try and get my answer out the way quick because
That's
it's
part
short
of
and sweet.
falling.
I think you're right about that because we do use that word love for granted into the smallest things possible, not knowing that actually love is an investment, and those little things that we do for somebody else is, you know, that investment. So I think love is an investment, not an attraction.
Those little attractive things is the reason that people fall head over heel, and that's the reason we get in those situations because most of the time that person that you crashing out behind or you having these impairments about, guess what, they came from this total attraction because this is not going to happen to somebody that you don't have a total attraction to because they'll be like, hey, let's do X, Y, and Z. Nigga, I wish I would. But let that be somebody that you have a total attraction to. You don't have a different approach.
Oh, you
For
went
me,
out.
huh?
I said you went out. Say it again. You said let this be somebody you have a total attraction to. Then what?
And then my whole tone will change. It'll be like, well, I'm gonna try it versus nigga, no.
Meaning, if
Something that
Chris
I see.
Brown was over here doing some wild shit, let me stop.
Yeah, you be
Let
there.
Chris Brown do it, but a
Something
nigga
that I
like
see
Urkel do
that
it. It's a whole different story.
I mean, it depends on
some
how
women like
much.
her.
So, you're
What
right.
is it?
Some women do like Urkel.
Well, yeah, but I'm saying, I don't know, because the attraction could also be, like I said before, mental, right? It could be different
Mm-hmm.
things that make you do that. Because I don't know, like now that you was bringing up the crashing out, right? Because half the time, like you said, with that investment, the crashing out is the audacity. Because how did you have the
Yeah.
audacity to do that to me with everything that I have done for you?
Because
Yeah,
this is how
now
we
I'm
do it.
about to knock your head off. Like that's
Yes,
how I
God.
feel. Like what?
Cause, honey, this is how we do it. It's Friday night, and I'm
Mm.
feeling all right. The party's over here on the way. Let me stop.
I think that's what it is. It's just it is that though. It is the fact that you have invested that much, and I was like, I want to beat your ass for trying me.
Or somebody feels like they invested too much, even though they didn't invest a damn thing.
Mm-hmm.
What they did, they invested energy.
That's true.
Half ass.
Um, mm, mm.
I feel like this. If I invest my time, you like a joke. So hey,
Did she cut out, or is it just me?
I was about to ask that.
She could not.
She cut
Oh,
out.
okay.
I was done.
Oh, she was done.
No, I was done.
Oh,
So anyway,
Yeah.
the reason why I put that to the floor is because this like y'all gonna laugh at this, and it's cool, but I'm gonna make a motherfucking point. I do not want a female to give me head who nails ain't done. Just don't look right. I need to look down.
Uh-huh.
I need to see the motherfucking nails gripping, and they need to look good. You
You
need to
want the
look like,
gripples?
come on, man, the grip boots. And I need to. I don't care if it's French. I don't care what kind of design it is. You need to look pretty. Because if I see the
Yeah.
little chips on your fingernails and look like you've been biting your nails and your shit, I don't know where your hands been. I don't want that. I'm scared.
I always been resentful of men that say shit like that because I do a
You
lot
don't
of
like
things
to
with
get
my.
your nails done?
feel like you put a lot of
I
pressure on
do
you, huh?
like it. It's not that I don't like getting my nails done. I just do a lot of things with my hands. I mean, I cook, so it's like Yeah,
It
that's
put a
not
lot of
fucking.
Yeah,
pressure on
because
your
it's like,
hands, huh?
my thing is
Like I
like,
do a lot. Just-
is that your job? Like when it was my job to have my nails done, right? And to go, yes, they're gonna always be done. Feet too, nails, feet, hair, always done, right? You have to. But when you're doing something like you work a regular job, like me, my nails can't be as long as they used to be when I'm delivering Amazon or I'm doing something like this. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm gonna
Self
constantly be mad
care.
at the money that I spent. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? So it's like, what about that?
yeah,
Because
like
you
it
wanted
be
a woman to be
nuances.
all pretty, but it's like, what if she has a job that she can't be like that? She would
Oh, I
have to.
understand that.
That's
That's
to the
I understand
caliber
that.
of woman that he deal with. See,
Well,
he
no,
only
I'm
deal
just
Yeah,
saying
with
she
man.
will
well.
have to do it on purpose for him. She would have to be like, okay, well, he coming this weekend, or I'm about to be this weekend, so you gonna get my nails
But she
done
knows she
Friday
gonna
after
get
work.
whatever she want as long as she look good while she doing
Yeah,
it.
like, but then, like he. But I remember for October, every October, I get glow in the dark nails, and men do not appreciate it. Y'all some
No,
haters.
the fuck they don't. Like, do you know what we gotta go through to get them fucking
Y'all
glow
just
in the
take that
dark nails
personal.
and shit?
They
Like,
do not appreciate the glow in the darks. I
Hey,
really
I'm gonna
like
be
that's a
honest.
whole
about that.
acrylic, bruh. Like that's not even
I'm gonna
paint.
be honest. That's some extraordinary shit right there.
You turn the lights out, this nigga ain't even looking. Like, what the
You don't
fuck?
even care. It's like, okay, go ahead. You do it. They don't even look at you. Go
I'm
ahead,
gonna
do
think
that.
it's a ghost walking around that motherfucker. What the hell is that?
That's crazy because they don't.
They do not care about your glow in the dark nails. Like, yeah, all right.
I done turned
See,
the lights red. That shit done turned colors on your ass,
see,
bro.
you know what I will say though. It seemed like I'm gonna be honest. I'm gonna be honest. As a man myself, right? It's best for a man to see you in your natural element. So that way, when he do notice them little details like your fingernails or your hair done or your toes done, it's just like, damn, like what's she doing? You know, it just I don't know. It's something about it, like, ooh, like you changing it up now. Like, what you doing, baby? You heard?
That is true. Men do
I
act
think
different when they've seen you normal first, and then you
Right.
actually get done up. They be like, oh, okay.
I think a good compromise is if you're a woman like me, it's not like you don't want to get your nails done and you don't want to stay pretty all the time. It's just that you're going to be in a bonnet and you're going to be dealing with chemicals and shit. So that
And
shit is going to get ate up. So you might not want to do that. If you're dealing with said woman like me, you might want to play for them nails, baby.
all I'm gonna say is, if you got a bonnet on, put some short shorts or some sweatpants on. That's it. I don't need to see nothing else.
What is wrong with y'all?
What is wrong? I didn't say
Ain't
like
nothing
I
wrong.
ain't even
Look,
say
you
it
got.
like that. I ain't say you gotta
I'm just
compromise and not
saying.
getting what you want. I just
Look,
say you might
Okay,
wanna you might
so
wanna pay for
I
it.
left for a
You
all
minute
gotta
I'm
accept your
and
saying,
body.
all
what
I'm
did I come
saying
back
is,
to?
let a man see you in your natural element first, so that way he can get accustomed to that. So that way, when you feel like you
Don't
want,
be put on a body.
spruce yourself up, you know what I'm saying? He gonna notice that you done did
Oh, so
something.
basically you saying you don't want to be surprised
No,
later
I ain't saying
down
that. I ain't saying that.
down.
No, no,
No,
no, no.
he's
I
Don't
ain't
have
saying
saying
to
that
that.
be in a
if he
ponytail.
see that you normal, he
I
gonna
just
That's
came
that's
back. My
That's
apologies.
the
I don't know
complete
what y'all really
opposite.
talking
I
about. I
want to
just
see
came
us.
back.
yeah, I'm about to
If
say.
I'm used to seeing you a certain way for a certain amount of time, it's like, all right, cool, that's bae, right? But then when all of a sudden your head, oh shit, bae, what you done did now? That's what I'm saying. When it because we all know that in a relationship, it's always the little things that count. Them little things that you do to yourself brings a compliment, and it can turn into a
So, what do
more
you guys
exciting
do
look.
to yourself besides getting a haircut?
You said what?
What do you guys do to yourself besides getting a haircut?
And we get a haircut. No, I'm joking. Shit. We work out, right? We get new
Don't
shoes,
act like you don't
right?
act like y'all don't know the way we
Men really like, but here's the thing about because, like, I don't know how to put it because from what I've been told by most women that I've been with, it's like, oh, you got new shoes. Oh, let me see the haircut. Oh, let me see this. Let me see that. Is there's not a lot of how do I put it? It's when it comes to men, it's not a lot that a man can do to really change himself, unless he change his whole swag up or he get a new job or
I
something.
got
Yes,
a
it
list. I
is.
got a list. I got a
I'm
whole
just
list.
saying.
Oh, Goon
Now, if
said
we're talking
cologne, and
about
cologne is
performance
a good one.
or he
No,
cooking,
we're talking about appearance. You could get your nails being groomed a certain way.
Manicure, yeah.
Definitely noticeable from women. Your feet looking good. Yo, that's
oh,
immaculate.
okay,
Like you
okay,
keeping
okay,
up with your feet, your skin, how your skin feels.
okay.
For
If
especially with
you're
dudes with big ass
done
fucking
with your
pores and
beard,
shit.
if y'all
Okay,
don't
okay. I'm gonna put it
issue
like
them
this.
Your
beards,
beards.
man,
I'm gonna put it like this then. Okay,
Your beard,
because you
scruffy
know how
ass.
when you do something for so long, it just appeared normal. I think that's where I'm at with it. Because I don't know what I'd be doing as a man to myself that just, you know.
well, cologne is huge to me.
Oh yeah,
The
no
man
doubt.
could look
Cologne is
half-ass bummy and he smell good, and you would not think he bum. You like he must be coming from work. You'll start making your own excuses. He must
God
have just
damn,
got off the
He
job.
must have
He
got
got
off the
this
job.
he
man.
didn't work for that bottle, huh?
He worked too good right now. He smelled too good to just be looking like that. He got to have just came home from his job.
This is bum around the house clothes and shit. He
Right.
just
He just stepped out real quick.
he was going to the store. Shit, man
Cologne will
smells
change your whole
gorgeous.
life, baby. He leave, you just smell it.
That part,
That shit is all in your sheets. You wash it, it don't come out.
But that's what I'm saying. I don't know. It just seemed like I don't know. Coming from a man, I don't really know what I be doing to myself. When I look at a woman, I know what I can see what my woman doing. Like, damn, babe, you got your knees tripped. Let me stop.
Not your knees
Boy,
trimmed.
have a good
Not
day.
your knees trimmed.
But no, but that's what I'm saying. Like, as a man, I could see when my woman did something to her. You know what I'm saying? It's like, oh,
Look, Goon got all of them. He could get my nails and feet. I got to tie people, get a facial. Tom Ford. He keep his smile.
Hold on 1 second though.
Yes, Sean.
What do we do? You asked, what do we do for y'all, or what do we do to get ready for y'all? Well, I mean, just naturally grooming ourselves, making sure that we straight, but at the same time, we don't have to invest as much in how we look because you already have a preference, right? Like you know that if I'm your type of guy, oh, let me finish. You know, if I'm your type of guy, then you know how I'm already coming. So we really ain't gotta do a whole lot, but just keep ourselves up. Now, if a dude if his hands dingy, dirty, you know what I'm saying, his feet funky and all that, and you fucking with him, that's your preference. You ain't got, you know what I mean? My feet don't stink. You know what I'm saying?
My preference
shower
isn't a visual thing, though. My preference is how somebody acts. So you can always fix up however you're looking to be better or to be prepared for. Because my preference isn't a look. My preference is an act. Like how you.
It's a character trait.
Yeah, like I
If
don't know.
I'm not appealing, if you first see me, that's something that's a flag. Like you're not
It's
like,
a bunch of ugly, funny, happy,
he was okay. He had a nice conversation, and he does do multiple things, but it's just not my type.
It ain't no but. Hey, look, I had a dude who I thought was ugly till we had sex. I mean, I'm just saying that don't it can change.
So you fucked the ugly out of the nigga? Fuck the ugly out of the nigga?
No, he did nothing to me because he looked the same, and I just didn't understand how I thought he was ugly. I was like, what was I seeing before? He looked the same, you know. You could clean up yourself. You could, you know. Ogun gave a good list of shit, but I'm just saying, why?
No, he did. No, he did. He trolling. He's sitting here saying, "Ain't no man wear no black socks. Black socks keep your feet stinking." Nigga, my feet don't damn near stink, man. My feet smell like baby powder.
Oh God, I wear white and black socks,
white and black long socks, bro.
Just because you get your feet done and your nails done, and we gonna go on, bro. Listen. You know what I'm saying? I understand where you at.
So you don't get your nails done, Sean?
No, I ain't. No.
Wait, huh?
My nails. Listen. That's different. But you gotta remember, I used to have crack under my nails from pitching out work. You know what I'm saying? So I had to do it
now.
But most of my shit is natural though.
So what, you wouldn't get your nails done, you wouldn't
I didn't
get your
say that.
feet done and facials and things like that, you
I
know.
didn't. I don't
If
care
that's
about no. I don't care about no facial. I ain't going. I ain't going that far.
You
I'm
don't
gonna
care
give you
about
some
no
Noxzema
facial.
payments, and I'm gonna keep it moving.
well,
Noxzema.
don't you get shaved? Don't you shave your face?
When
Nah,
I
he
go to the
ain't put no
barber,
hair on his face. He just look like a
Yeah, so and
child.
they wrap that
He
nice
said
little
when he
hot
go to
ass
the
towel
barber,
around your face, you know,
man, look,
closing them
it's all in
pores.
your
Yeah, they
diet.
do. They be putting that hot towel on there. They put all that stuff on there.
Yes, that is your
That's the
facial
same thing with
hygiene.
a facial.
Yeah, it's the same
listen,
thing.
listen to me.
So why you up
Uh-oh.
here
He
lying?
just
No,
don't want to feel like he a light
no.
skinned pretty boy. That's a.
The
I ain't
fuck?
no. I didn't have
This
choice. I'm light
right
skinned,
Hey,
here,
but
truthful,
I
would
ain't
you
looking
get
for
would you get your nails done, truthful?
I got my nails done before. I'm
You
not
get
gonna
your
lie, it was cool. It was cool, but you know, at the I
What
do a
about
lot
you,
of, you
Haywood?
know, I do a lot of work with my hands, so it never was able to keep up. So I said, all right, cool. I'm gonna just
I feel like
leave it
Haywood
alone.
get nails done. Not nails done, but he get them at least manicured and buffed.
Yeah, man. Get them
He seems
calluses
like
off
that
your
kind of
hands.
neat nigga.
Oh no, I need them calluses. I gotta have that grip.
What?
What? No, you don't.
Yeah, I do.
I mean, a man with rough
Noxzema.
hands, I guess that feel funny though.
I don't know. I like soft hands.
But anyway, so have you guys, Sean, not guys, Sean, have you ever been impaired because you were in love? Like you made an unsound decision or illogical decisions because of love?
No, no,
No, not even younger. What?
no.
Have women
I'm gonna
ever
be
made
honest.
illogical decisions because they loved you and you didn't care?
Uh, yes.
Yes. Okay. That figures. Toxic.
Mm.
Just toxic. So why do you guys do
What
that?
about
Why do you utilize the fact that somebody likes you more than you like them and use it against them?
You know, honey, that's a
I
good
don't use
question.
it against them. I'm not trying to take advantage of no woman. I'm not.
Not
I know
but you
that you.
did if
If
she
I
did
know that
something
you
because
like
she
me
loved
way
you.
more, I don't know about that.
Well, yeah, because if you know that she likes you way more and that she's gonna do something because you said so, and so you're just saying it because you know she's gonna do it. And how is that not? I'm not saying that you made her like jump off a cliff. I'm just saying that she did something that she probably wouldn't normally do because she likes you. Oh, look, he left.
Why you made him leave?
Mm-mm-mm.
Why
Mm-mm.
you made him leave, honey?
Question.
Yes.
What's
I
wrong with you, honey? Oh, never mind. He
He
back.
back. It was a lost connection. It was a lost
don't
connection.
run. I don't think he runs.
Yeah, y'all can't hear me because I'm in the country. I'm finna drop this dog though.
You are country.
It's crazy. This is crazy conversation right here.
So did I have lighten up some stuff now? Yeah, I had to light
I
up.
had to light the Dutch real quick on that one because god
I
damn.
don't superimpose things on women.
Right, but if somebody would do something for you, especially younger, like especially with you, all you men on the panel, I'm not even talk about at your age now, especially younger. Y'all knew that a girl liked you and that she was only doing this because she just loved you so much. She's liked you so much, and you didn't care. Like you was like, yeah, hey, whatever. But you knew she would do it for you. So why put somebody in that predicament?
Whoa, whoa, whoa. Hold on. First off, let's get this straight. It ain't every man, first off. Now. You know what I'm saying? I'm just saying that right now. Second off, and go back to what I said earlier. It's because some people ain't got no morals.
I ain't gonna say she loved me because
Uh-oh.
The ancestors, they ain't want you to lie.
I do not take advantage of women. I don't take advantage of women.
I
So if
understand
a
that.
female
Okay.
does, so if a female does something for me that she wouldn't do for other people, it's just because I'm just that motherfucking guy. That's not my
I'm
fault.
sure
Word.
you think that, and I'm sure every man that does happen to thinks that.
No,
What I'm saying is, But
I'm not
what
saying
if
no.
I'm
Okay,
not
all
saying
right.
somebody got did something because they wanted to, right? Like they just whatever. I'm talking about like they doing something that they wouldn't normally do. I don't know how to say it. Like they're doing something illogical to them. Like they probably would never do it again. They was just
Understand.
so caught up in the
I
moment of
understand.
love with you that they did it, and then probably
Life is
felt
a
it in their
lesson.
heart.
Life
Do
is a
you
lesson.
even know if I got a question? Do you even know when a woman is making an impaired decision based off of the feelings and the love that she has for you?
That's good
Yes.
because
Hell
you
yeah.
probably don't know. You said yes. Oh,
Hell yeah.
If
I just
really
gave.
truthful,
I just gave.
Yeah.
Gave.
yeah.
How you saying
I'm
yes?
not
You
about to
believe
hold
that?
on now. If I want to do the
Oh,
shit
I
for
know.
myself, why the hell would I make you do that? You know what I'm saying?
No,
I
that
don't know
doesn't
what
mean
you're
that
talking
you're
about.
aware that the feeling. All
She's
right,
saying,
this
are you aware that she's making an impaired decision? Like that she ain't
Yes.
really thinking.
If
Yes.
it is a
Y'all saying
one-sided
yes?
if it
Wow.
is a
these motherfuckers
one-sided
say yes. I ain't even
benefactor in this
question it.
situation, then yes.
A
Um,
You
woman
know,
has snuck
I
drugs
ain't know what
into
to say.
a prison for a dude. Yeah.
Right. Yes, that's an impaired decision.
hey, I'm not about to.
Yes.
Look. If I
There
love you
are
that
things that
much,
women will do that a man will not do for a woman to an
But
extent and a degree. You have to be honest in that.
that's true. But I mean, okay. Like when women, well, I don't know, Keisha, me and you can probably answer that too, because we've made men make impaired decisions.
Well, I don't know nothing about
Allegedly,
that.
They like us,
allegedly,
right? Because they like us
allegedly.
so much, right? Or they love us so much, or they want you so much that they do something that might, you sometimes you have
Not
to
whooping
fight for
my
the man.
ass. Not whooping my ass with no paddle.
No, no, no,
Not
Sean,
tying me
not that.
dog.
I'm not talking
And
about
I'm
that.
not
Like,
gonna
what
do it
about?
because I
Got
want to
nothing to
fuck
do
the
with
shit. No,
compared
it's not
Right, I'm
happening.
factory
talking
and
about
somebody do their
money.
thing.
Like, for instance, me trying to fight with somebody to not give me their car payment to do some shit. Like,
What?
they'll pay your car payment, my
You
nigga.
telling me the dude was
If you
like,
gonna
here,
do this
take my
another way, I
$500?
get it. You feel me? It's like when you gotta argue with
Oh,
a man to not do something that's to his detriment, that you know is to his detriment, that another
nah,
woman will probably take and just go and not care about his detriment.
I'm not doing that
That's
to no
somebody
woman.
making impaired
I'm
decisions.
not. I'm not taking nothing. I'm not taking no food out of no kid's mouth that I know this woman got. I
I'm
ain't doing
talking
none of
about
that.
women to men, because okay,
I know
you
that's what I'm
all are
saying.
you all
I
do
know that's what
different
I'm.
things. But hold on, you all do
Yeah,
different things for women. Like for instance, I probably couldn't tell my dude or any woman couldn't tell a regular man to have a threesome with another man. But
oh
a
no.
man could tell an impaired woman to have a threesome with another woman.
Right.
And she would do it because she liked him. So
nah, that's
when
not
we're
it.
making
Nah,
impaired
every woman
decisions,
gonna do that though.
wait,
Not
if
every
you're
woman
making
gonna
impaired
have a
decisions,
threesome.
what I'm saying is when you're making an impaired decision with men and women, it's different decisions that are being made, but they're
That's
still impaired decisions.
look, honey. That's why I go back to what I was
I
saying.
understand.
If it is a one-sided benefactor, then it's an impaired decision.
But what
I
if
could
you
say
know that? What if they know, like, I know that he don't care about me like that, but I still
Man,
gonna
that's a
do it
problem
I
with
could
her.
because
say
Then it's a problem with
I
herself.
think
Then
to answer her question, right? If allegedly I was to, take if I know somebody is impaired that I'm talking to and I'm fucking with, I don't really feel the same way that they feel about me, allegedly, right?
hmm
And um I'm just using them, or I want something. Now I'm using them. I want something from you. And
hmm
I'm using the emotion they have for me to get what the fuck I really want, even though I know I do not share the same
the same
energy and emotion
emotion,
for
right?
them. Allegedly.
Yeah, but that's common, right? Allegedly, that's
Allegedly,
natural. Allegedly natural, right?
but it's not.
Because it's
It's
just how
not
you
being.
feel. But I'm not taking advantage of. Listen to me. I mean this from the bottom of my heart. If I know I have total control over a freaking female, I am not taking advantage of her. Knowing that I know that what I'm about to ask her is crazy as fuck. I'm not gonna do that. I'm gonna bag the fuck up. I am, and I'm telling you, I am gonna back up, and she's gonna know. She's gonna be like, "What the fuck's going on?" And she's not knowing why I'm distancing myself, and that's partly because I don't want to ruin her. I've done it before.
Well, wouldn't you just tell them to leave?
Yeah, why don't y'all just tell us that
Like
with your
what?
punk asses? I don't like that.
Why would you
Back
back
up.
up and not
Man,
say
look.
anything and
Talking
just
about I
instead of
backed
telling
up.
her to
What
just go
you
away?
I said I backed up.
Back it up ain't telling her to
Why don't you
leave.
tell us to
Yes, it
leave?
is. I'm
Man, don't.
creating
Yes.
distance. I'm creating distance, which is giving
What?
you time to
You
get your
just
shit together so that you know
excuse
how to
me?
handle me the next time.
That makes
The
absolutely no
next
sense.
time,
That makes no sense.
now
What
I'm
you're saying
bitter.
makes no
It don't
sense.
make no sense to you, but it
It
See,
makes
this the
makes no
perfect
part where I'm gonna
sense,
be
sense.
quiet and let
period.
him dig
Because
his own
what you're
grave.
trying to tell
Ain't
me
no great.
that instead of telling somebody something up front and saying, "Hey, listen, you know what I'm saying? This ain't really the way I want it to go. Like, you doing a whole lot. I kind of want you to like get your, you know, get on your own, road. Do something
No, you're
for
not
yourself.
listening.
Instead of
You're
doing
not
that, you
listening
just
to
gonna
no,
back up and make
you're
them.
not
If you
listening.
have
Yeah.
complete control over them, now they're
Because you're
confused.
not listening. Initially, you're not
Son,
listening. You're not hearing what I'm
everybody
saying
not
to you if I
listening.
say it.
Okay, say it
No,
again.
I'm not saying you personally are not listening to what I'm saying. I'm saying in the moment, the female, if I just come out and I just start saying what you just said, say, she's not hearing it. It's not going to
How
be
is she not
received
hearing it if you have control?
because she's blinded by something that has taken
Y'all
over
bright
her.
ass kid, but you have control. You just said you have complete control. So
Okay,
with
I'm gonna give
that,
you.
you should have
Let me,
told her to
let me
go
give you
get
an
a
example.
job.
I'm gonna give you an example. Okay, they're allegedly, since this is a word, is allegedly a person that exists that I don't even have to see, speak, or acknowledge at any time. But if allegedly I was to ever cross that person's path, allegedly, all hell would melt this person, allegedly. And I
Okay.
mean lose control, allegedly. So, the distance created and the ignoring and the no conversations or any of that stuff, and even telling this person has no effect over the way this person will break down, allegedly.
How you know that?
So,
Because I mean that's like to me that sounds like you think that, but you don't necessarily know that.
it's not, it's
If you
okay.
have complete control of somebody, then you can tell them to leave, and they would do that because they're listening to you.
They
And if that would please you, they would do it because that's what they were trying to do, right?
listen,
So that doesn't make
listen,
sense.
no, listen to me,
That
listen
makes
to
no
me.
sense what you're
I
saying.
have to show it
If
to
a
you.
man is
I would
upset
have
with
to
me,
show it to
I'm
you
going
for
to
you
tell
to
him to go.
understand. I would have to show it to you for you to understand. And then you'll be like, what the fuck?
Sean, let me tell you something. What I'm saying is this: if you're up front with somebody, I'm not understanding because what you're saying is games though, it's
Saying
jokes.
it's
Because
not a joke.
if it's a one sided thing and not reciprocal, right? So there isn't this person's getting something from you and you're getting something from them, right? It's 100% one way where they're just totally into you and you minding your business, and every now and then, you know what I'm saying, you can pay them attention, they'll just be upfront, right? You're not
I'm not.
giving them an upfront thing saying, hey, you can stop that now. Have a good day. That you know what I'm saying? Otherwise it'll be toxic. What you're explaining is very toxic.
So I just have to show you. It's just
That's
like
like
making a woman do
ghosting,
something
right?
she's never
Ghosting
done
is
before.
toxic, right?
Okay.
Ghosting is toxic,
No,
but that's
but
kind of like what you're saying you do.
no, I'm not ghosting nobody. What I'm saying is, listen, it's like making someone do something they've never done before, and then they never find this high. And they're chasing a high. If you're an addict or something, you're chasing a high, and you can't get this high nowhere else. What are you gonna do? You're gonna feed for that high. And until you get it. And no one can give it to you but the dope man.
I mean, yeah, unless they leave whatever that is behind and go find another thing to get high off of. You can't get it as long as you're
Not
standing in
gonna
front of
never
that person.
find that kind
Like
of
for
high.
instance, if somebody is so in love with somebody, that's true. They don't see. I'm just using the in love part, right? But if
I'm
they
with you. Go
are,
ahead.
they won't see outside of that, right? They won't see
I agree.
nobody
I
outside of
agree.
that. Right,
I
but if
agree.
they get separated from that person, let's say that person go to jail for like 10 years, or that person just disappear, they just go ghosted, never see him again, right? They can find somebody else to be that like that with, and that
But what
other
happens
person
when
will
they
just
see
be a
that
ghost.
person again? Those
They'll
old
just be a
emotions are
ghost
stirred.
because now their whole thing is stuck on somebody else. Now they're 100% in love, and they only see this new person. That other person is in the past.
Okay, so let me ask you now, man.
Because do you think that people only find that one time in their life?
Yeah, there are people still chasing that high, and I'm telling you,
But they're
bear
choosing
with
to
me.
at this point because
I
it's like,
understand what you're saying. Just listen to me. There
okay,
are people chasing that first hit that they ain't ever experienced since. I'm not saying this is for everybody, so I'm not just being specific and just narrowing it down to a group of people. I'm saying there are people that exist among us, even on this panel, that are chasing something that they have has caught them and hasn't released them, and they can't get it nowhere else. They've tried.
but they can't get it somewhere else while they're with the person that they're intoxicated with. Of course they can't,
So you
because you're
intoxicated.
still around that
Are you
person.
intoxicated?
What? Me?
Are you intoxicated? Yeah. Are you intoxicated?
I
No,
I'm asking
mean,
a question.
if she
no,
give me her Instagram, we might be intoxicated. Let me stop.
no. I'm not intoxicated.
Why are you laughing?
Listen,
You want to be
I'm just
honey?
that's a
asking.
crazy
We,
question.
we,
You want to be honey?
we're trying to
No.
figure it
All
out.
right, let me
We're
stop.
trying to figure it out together.
So intoxicated, drunk, or under the influence of some kind of drugs, that would be under the influence of a person.
Mm.
Intoxicate is to cause someone to lose control of their faculties or behavior.
And have you
It's
lost
not too
control
much.
of your faculties or behavior?
It's not too different from being
Hold on.
impaired.
Have you
So
you
there is
got the
that.
answer first?
Yeah, it is. It sounds like a physical impairment. Yes.
Yeah, it's a
Have
physical
you
impairment.
Yes.
lost?
Okay.
Come
So
on.
yes, Sean. Yes.
All right, there we go. We get somewhere. Let's talk that shit. Everybody has done something, right? Is what you were saying. It's
Impairment.
your argument that everybody has done something against their normal self for someone else. That's what you're saying, right? Most people,
Yeah,
most
but I'm
people.
saying it's an impairment though. Like, is it
Okay,
an impairment though? Like, not just because you could do something
it
positive
could be.
too.
It could be an impairment.
Somebody could get
You
with
know,
somebody and they got them all on all like absolute positive shit. They done started a business, they just started working, then they got their car, their house, their life together because they're with this person.
Impairment could also be a vulnerability. So you could look at it that way as well.
Mhm.
Being vulnerable, being open, you having your nose open, as they said back in the day.
Yes, you're my favorite drug
I
is a
agree.
real thing. But it's like, I don't know, because to be a drug is like, I
That's
don't know,
it.
it makes it
That's,
seem
I'm
like
gonna
it's
leave it
something
at
that you
that's
don't
all I'm
have
saying.
control over unless it's
Treat
like,
me like a drug.
Sean, go away.
I mean, I feel you. I like that too. I mean, shit.
See how?
Yeah,
But-
but men are more
Stop
loyal to
how?
their barbers than they women, right?
Hey, what what
Right.
did what did
What?
Ari Lennox say in that song? Self love is the best love, but your love was the worst drug.
Yeah,
Yeah.
baby. Bars, finger snaps.
But what if you are so
So
high
But
off of
hold
it
on,
that
time
you do
out.
good?
You
What?
just said men are more loyal to their barber. Are you not understanding? Women are more loyal to their beautician. The fuck?
No,
To
we
their what?
not.
To their
No,
what?
the
Shit.
fuck we not.
Y'all ain't
nah,
switching
not as
to
loyal as
different
we are
people.
to our barbers.
No,
No.
we not. No, we will diss that bitch for another bitch that do the same shit for cheaper.
Yes,
I don't know
exactly.
nothing about
But
that.
honey,
Uh,
Yeah. What's up, Kenny?
the reason why I added that was more or less, and I'm sorry, no, my name is Wall Street Willie. But anyway,
I'm sorry,
um,
Wall Street Willie.
um, to the topic, right? If some would argue that love can be an impairment, my counter to that is that love is actually like the foundation, right, for real empowerment. And I'm talking about for us as a people, right? Like not just loving ourselves as people, but I'm saying traditional families, when we've done great things, were the foundation of those great things that we were willing to do. So if we start to view love as an impairment, don't we kind of forego the empowerment portion? And isn't that what we kind of blame most of our community's ails on?
Yeah, because they were saying like basically, the only time it's an impairment is if it's one sided, right? So I think like the empowerment, but I was saying even that could be an empowering thing if the person who had the power in it, empowered the other person to do good and not do toxic things, right?
I,
But
I guess what I'm
even
saying
then,
is
like a
like,
healthy relationship is it's empowerment because you both are coming together. You both love each other to the point that you're gonna grow. You're not gonna love each other to the ground.
so I guess my point is like one of the most beneficial things about traditional marriage is a merging of assets, right? When you look at the 60s, how did we fund sending people down to the different bus boycotts and different sit-ins that we were doing? It was done by black families with a tin can on top of their fridge, right? This is where the donations came from for us to do great things. So if I'm looking at us now, where we seem to be pretty stagnant, I have to believe that the loss of that is a big part of the reason why we're at where we're at now, where we can't seem to even get Umar school.
Well, I would question that and say, was they love impaired by the things that was going around them? The fact that they had to, like they had to live in a different environment compared to the environment now.
I
Or
say
that
So,
love
they
is no
got
longer
to,
necessary.
or maybe I don't know because they may have been in love through something, right? And when they
right,
felt like they got
probably,
over it, it was like, I'm free to do what I want now. I don't really gotta attach myself to you.
They may
right.
have been in love for the reinforcement of having a partner, having support in the home with you, a teammate who you can divide, menial things like the task of the job and also important things like breaking down the mortgage, right? Or some of them, I know nobody in 2025 believes this, but guess what? Listen, some of them were actually happy and loved each other.
But
Well,
I'm
I know that's hard
saying,
to
can't
believe.
you be? Do you think that people don't love each other today and aren't
Absolutely
happy, but
not.
they just may not be married? But there's love. Like I don't know a lot of people who aren't married who don't have people who love them or who love somebody else.
I think the part of the internet that speaks to single people, the average person in the world right now. No, there's no love in that conversation. That conversation is manosphere. That conversation is feminist. That conversation is always opposing. No, I don't see much love there today.
I'm offended.
Both, but both of those are like kind of extremes, aren't they?
I'm
yeah,
offended. I'm
we like
single.
it's a bunch of. We can't always go to the extreme when we just having like a regular conversation about impairment of love. And I would
Shit.
say their love is impaired too. It's impaired on their traumas of the
Yeah,
opposite sex.
That's why I said I'm offended, bro. Because I'm single, but I still love me some women. I
Like,
love me some.
all right. So for
I
Henny,
love
example,
you get
some
my point
women.
though, right?
like
Like
for
Nah,
the
I'm
yeah,
not
yeah.
I
We
get
dealing
can really.
like for
I'm
the
not
example
dealing with
to
the
your example.
extremism. I'm not
Well, look,
dealing with the extremism of the points they're making. What I'm saying is this is what determines the dialogue. Like 99% of the conversations that are had online with regard to relationships,
This
with
is
regard to
hilarious.
this topic of love, they usually come from a very unloving place. It's usually from a place of contention.
And that's exactly what True Food said when he got up here.
Yeah.
He said the
But
exact
I said
same
the same
thing.
thing,
Like
Willie,
he
because
sees
I'm
more
sick and tired
polarizing
of it.
conversations
I
than
agree with you, brother.
conversations that bring us together. But
I'm
that's
sick
what
and
we were
tired of it.
doing here, trying to figure that out.
Yeah,
That's
trying to
why I
figure
even
out
had to
where.
put that's why I even had to put the opposing question out there like, okay, if love can be a impairment, can it also be extremely empowering? And I can give numerous, like even the royal family bloodlines and whatnot. It's all based on family. It's
But
all based
Ogun
on
said the same
marriage and
thing.
love.
It's the problem online. Like online, you have a lot of things that I don't really see in real life. You see a
Like you
lot of
don't see
thoughts
any. Mhm.
that's not there. I don't know. I don't see that in my everyday life. The things that I hear online, and it's a lot of people spewing their ideas and their traumas. But you know, a lot of those situations is like deep and like whole like they are all
I
the way
used
on the
to say
left and
the
all the way
exact
on the
same
right.
thing in 2010. But in 2025, yeah, I see those things becoming very real very fast.
I
And I
But
mean,
know
is
that's
and,
it?
just a
and
But
part of
and
is
me
it's
it?
being a
still
grown
it's
man.
Is it
still
life
online.
imitating art though?
You said what?
Mhm.
Is it life imitating art though? If in 2020 you didn't see it, but in
Yes.
2025 you see it
Yes.
more, right? Is it
Yes.
people imitating that? Like they're pushing that now,
Yes.
so now they want to be it.
I very much believe social media has created a number of environments where now life imitates art and not the other way around. Yes.
I could get with that. I can see it. But yeah, it's not on the yeah, royal bloodlines is business. But I don't know, with love, it is intoxicating. It is something that everybody is does search and look for. And so that's usually the reason why it can be impairing to some people because you want something so bad and you want it to look a certain way and you're trying so hard to get there that you know, you basically put yourself out and now you're
Right.
suffering for it.
Right. That was so beautifully well put. Hmm.
Well, I guess we can go now. We've been talking for 3 hours. I'm gonna have to go
Wow.
through here and get my own clips. They're not gonna do it for me.
Peace, y'all.
See, thanks for coming, Wall Street Willie and Sean P. and Titans Debate League and True Fool, Step in the Light, Ogun, my regular panel, Ray, Keisha, or Morphine, Bless B, Shay, and
Yo,
Ivory.
Peace.
Checkmate will probably be here
Aisha.
next. He said, please do a part two. We will. I have some more questions. I'll probably start the part two with the men because I know Himmy had a lot to say about this.
Cause the guys was like, y'all just going in on us men. Like
Yeah,
it's
but it wasn't really the men. It's just that I see a lot of women that I mean, we got shows for this. You got,
we
or
gonna get
my
it.
man snapped, all this stuff. Women just in love and doing stupid stuff.
Listen, they love y'all to death too.
Right. Right. I've been doing crazy stuff. So I'm gonna let y'all go. Anybody want to say anything before we leave?
Yeah, check out the Monster Warrior Clan.
Touches.
Oh yeah, Mossy Warrior Clan, Sean P.
Y'all don't got no shows coming up or nothing. Not.
We don't know
I
when
might be
Sean
live
show. He
Wednesday.
just okay. I'm like he just pops up live Wednesday. Check out Mossy. I might share it on my own page for y'all. You can see a lot of people because apparently True Food knows you from Mossy too. I don't know who that was, but it's cool to see you guys outside of those kind of conversations where it's you know contention about that, and we're like, okay, well, there's a different kind of topic, so we can explore different things without having to fight.
A1 has a show
Nobody
coming
check
up with
out.
Hemi this weekend, reviewing their debate.
So
Yes, I have a debate review with him. I gotta get a time locked in with him tomorrow. I had a episode on Trump playing, and I think I'm moving it to Thursday. I think I was talking to Lindsay about moving it to Thursday.
Oh, okay.
So check
Watch
me
the
out.
Titans debate league. We're gonna have some debates over there too. Himmy got a debate coming up too against a preterist about if all of the biblical prophecies have been fulfilled. So that'll be over here on the bar at some point.
Oh, that's gonna be over here.
Yeah, I just don't know when. It's with the Lions Den, Kareem's Lions Den, because he's a one of Kareem's debaters.
Okay, I'm excited.
Prophecy. Hold on, time out. I got a question.
Yes.
So someone's arguing that all the prophecies have been fulfilled, and then someone else is saying that they have not.
Yeah.
Who's saying that they haven't been fulfilled?
Himmy.
Okay, so how do you know that it's a prophecy then?
You gotta watch the show.
Okay.
Right, because I was like, I don't
You
know.
took the
because
words
it's
right
said
out my
to be a
mouth.
prophecy.
You gotta wait for the
It's said to be a
show.
prophecy. I don't know. It's said to be a prophecy in the Bible, but it hasn't been fulfilled yet. It's the one who still believes in the Bible and says they've all been fulfilled for me, because I don't. What are we still believing in?
Oh, we got commercials? Play the commercial.
One more time, a commercial.
I got something I want to say about that.
Wait, what'd you say?
I said I got something I want to say about that, because how do you know if it's a prophecy? If it's haven't been
because it was said to be a prophecy.
Don't tell him. Don't tell him. Let him watch the show.
I'm not. She know I'm not.
Okay, yeah.
It's about the Bible.
I know you just gonna keep asking.
Because I need tangible evidence.
That's a good question. I want that. I want you to stick that in your head and come through.
I appreciate y'all very much.
Later.
I've made it to my destination. I am in Alabama right now. I'm awaiting.
Damn, you drove to Alabama?
Ain't that fun?
All right, brother.
Appreciate y'all.
Play the commercial.
I am. I'm waiting over here. Be quiet.
In a world where ideas collide and voices rise like giants, a new arena has opened. Welcome to Titans Debate League, where articulate warriors step forward, not with fists, but with words, not with weapons, but with truth. Here, the community becomes the battleground. Open panels, real voices, the questions that keep you awake at night, the issues that shape our world. Everyone has a chance to rise, to be heard, to see if their information will reign supreme. Will you watch from the sidelines, or will you step into the arena? Subscribe now at Titans Debate League.
I should have had some drums at the end of that. I'm gonna go ahead and
Okay, commercial.
I did. That's
subscribe, everybody.
That was a good one.
Yeah, we should have moved everything over there. Look.
You know, we can stream it, or you know, you can have me be a special host or something like that.
Yeah.
I'll stream it to my thing for y'all.
Listen, y'all know I don't be trying to do debates, baby.
I'll show up as one of the sponsors, you know.
That's why we have a debate league. Titans Debate League.
Let's go. Let's make it happen.
All right, y'all. So we'll see you next time. It was a great show. And you're listening to Himmy and me on the outro. I guess champions.
We the champions, trailblaze no missing. Speak facts, let the world stop and listen. Barbarian swing, every boy hit the mark. Cut through the noise like flames in the dark. We the champions, ain't no retreat. Still sharp and steel, every word, every beat. On the mic or the stage, we control the game. Barbarian debate, yeah, they remember the name. Paint the battlefield vivid, every lyric's a stroke. Turn your whole team to ghosts when the truth is provoked. Bar for bar, I'm a titan, got the heavies in awe. Lines heavy as Atlas, hold the world in my claws. I see life through the prism, talking dark in the light. From the dirt to the throne, every wrong made right. Barbarian minds, they got the truth in my veins. They talk heat, but they fire don't match my flame. Flip the map, global presence, I'm a legend in time. They clock out, I clock in, redefining the grind. Cutting lies like confetti, watch the fall of the sea. Barbarians hold the key, now they ain't safe in these streets. We the champions, trouble ain't no missing. Speak facts, let the world stop and listen. Barbarian swing, every point hit the mark. Cut through the noise like flames in the dark. We the champions, ain't no retreat. Feel sharp and steel, every word, every beat. On the mic or the stage, we control the game. Barbarian debate, yeah, they remember the name.
Correcting pseudos is fun, it's like righting the wrong. Honey, death toll is large from me collecting the pawns. We keep their heads on the wall and bring them back just for fun. Barbarians is lurking, but really what can be done? Meta AI is no match, you better read more than that. We redefining the game, and you lame just to blame. If you wanna play, set it up. We set the bar, you ain't tough. Step in the ring or you must. Don't waste our time with the fuss. I tip my hat cause you brave, but you the next one we claim. We toast to drink to your name, and then we spark up the flame. I don't care if it's one or two. No, they back by the whole crew. Don't bother running. Once we come in, we gonna collect you.
We the champions, trouble ain't no missing. Speak facts, let the world stop and listen. Barbarian swing, every point hit the mark. Cut through the noise like flames in the dark. We the champions, ain't no retreat. Feel sharp and steel, every word, every beat. On the mic or the stage, we control the game. Barbarian debate, yeah, they remember the name.